comprehensive presentation of the opportunities that our country has to offer. And I wonder whether after Simon is necessary for me to even speak. You marketed our country, quite efficiently than anybody can be able to do. But let me just say, the question is, why would you want to invest in a country like Ghana? And not only to do with the economic opportunities, but that Ghana is a stable, democratic, business-friendly gateway to West Africa and the continent. And like you said, we have a growing consumer market with improving macroeconomic fundamentals, clear reforms to lower the cost of doing business, and abundant opportunities for technology transfer. And the thing is, what does Ghana have to offer? Strategic geographical location. Ghana is a country through which the meridian and the equator intersect. The two intersect in Ghana's territory, just a few kilometers off our shore. And it's also the host country for the African Continental Free Trade Area. You all have heard the landmark protocol that was signed by African countries. So far, almost 50 African countries have signed that allow us to export duty-free, tariff-free into each other's markets. Increasing numbers of products are being registered, and once you register your product and it meets all the standards, you can export duty-free and tariff-free into each other's markets. And as you were told, the sub-regional market, which is West Africa, is 400 million people. Ghana is 33 million people. And the continental market is 1.4 billion people. And so with the vehicle of the African Continental Free Trade Area, you potentially can export into 1.4 billion market. Simon said it, we are re-establishing macro stability and growth momentum of the economy. Inflation rose to a high of almost 23% in 2024 and is currently down to 13.7%. And we expect that by the end of the year to hit single digit. And it's also, our cedi has stabilized. For those of you who know the history of the Ghanaian cedi, it's been one of the most volatile currencies in Africa. And a few years back, we were said to be the worst performing currency. I'm happy to announce that this year, Ghana's cedi has been the best performing currency in the world. And as Simon said, we've been upgraded from junk status to B- with a stable outlook. And I'm certain that in the next review, we're going to be upgraded again. We're open for business, and Simon and Co are busy at work reviewing the Ghana Investment Promotion Center Act. Some barriers were put to foreign investment. You had to prove that you had brought in a certain amount of money to be classified as a foreign investor. In the reviewed Ghana Investment Promotion Center Act, we're removing those minimal capital investments. This will enable any investor, however little money you have, $100,000, $50,000, to be able to come in and set up a business in Ghana. Again, we have a track record for hosting Japanese companies. And as you saw from the list there by Madam Jetro, Executive Vice President, the number of Japanese companies that are operating in Ghana is significant, and we're expecting that that should expand. From Simon's presentation, he told you about $152 million has been invested over the last few decades. We believe that there is growth room for improvement and expanded investment from Japan. We're moving just not only from overseas development assistance, but we're moving to trade and investment. And the private sector will be that engine of growth. And so trade between our two countries grew by over 24% from 2020 to 2024, that is quite a significant jump. Priority sectors, Simon mentioned, Japan has a comparative advantage when it comes to automobile manufacturing. And like I said, using the opportunity to be able to export into not only our sub-region but into Africa, then Ghana becomes a good place for local assembly of automotive products. And already we have Japanese companies that are based in Ghana and assembling for the local market and also for exporting to the sub-region. Brands like Toyota, the Honda is there, and several other ones. He mentioned the area of agribusiness and agro-processing. Of course, that is one of the main focus in terms of economic transformation. Ghana has a comparative advantage when it comes to agriculture and agribusiness in terms of available arable lands, in terms of sunshine, in terms of water. We have the world's largest man-made lake. It's one of the things we were taught in school, the Volta Lake. And our first president had quite a good dream about what he wanted to do with that lake. And we're going to capture that in what I talk about when I talk about the Volta Economic Corridor. We have millions of hectares of land that border that huge lake. And the water can be used to bring about 2 million hectares of land under irrigation. But also we intend to establish industrial parks, so that we can process agri-products. We can invest in textile manufacture for export into the EU markets, into the American markets, and other places. Fortunately, we got slapped with only a 15% tariff by President Trump. And so Ghana is still competitive when it comes to exporting into the American market. And so, like I said, the economic corridor would include manufacturing and industrial parks. And we already have 2 industrial parks. We have the Free Zones Enclave. We have the Tema Industrial Park. But there's a new one that has come up, which is the Dawa Industrial Park. And already the anchor tenants have built and are producing, and several other companies are setting up for producing in Ghana and exporting into the African and foreign markets. One of the major areas, growth areas for Ghana is in energy. And Ghana has a comparative advantage when it comes to energy production. Our first president was the first to establish the Akosombo hydroelectric dam, which is a 1,020 megawatt hydroelectric power plant. We have subsequently had other hydro plants, including the Pong hydroelectric power plant and then the Bui hydroelectric power plant. So there are 3 of them. But after a while, we realized that these hydro plants were not enough to supply the energy needs of Ghana. And so we went into thermal production. The good news is that once we went into thermal production, side by side, we discovered huge quantities of oil and gas. And we took a decision to utilize the gas for power production. And so we have a gas to power policy. And so our thermal plants are being run on gas. We're bringing new gas fields into operation. And because we're members of the West African Power Pool, our energy transmission systems are interconnected with our neighboring countries. And so any excess of power we're able to produce, we can evacuate and sell to our neighboring countries, because we have a comparative advantage when it comes to power. Our cost is much lower than they can produce it themselves using fuel oils. Ghana has 3 important ports. One is the old Tema ports. There are 2 ports in Tema, if for most people don't know that. We have the old port that was built by President Kwame Nkrumah, which is a smaller one. And recently we built a much bigger port, which is the MPS port. So there are 2 ports in Tema. And then we also have the port in Takrady. Currently the port in Tema, the MPS port, is one of the best performing ports in Africa. And it is able to accommodate the largest cargo ships that exist in this world. This year, about 3 of those cargo ships, the largest in the world, have berthed in Tema to lighten, because we have a deep draft And so they're able to come into Tema and lighten the cargo before they move to our sister ports in Nigeria, Apapa, Lomé, and Cote d'Ivoire. We also have an important area, which is digital economy and skills. And like Simon said, Ghana has a very young population, English speaking, and they're very smart and quick to upskill in any areas: robotics, AI, fintechs. The fintech sector is one of the fastest growing in Ghana than in any other African country. And so GIPC sold itself. It says it will fast track your approvals. And so any investor who wants to come, your first port of call is the Ghana Investment Promotion Center. And once you go, they would lead you and fill out all your company registration forms, get you your tax identification number and everything. And Simon said in 24 hours. And so I'm holding him to that promise. Any of you who comes and he goes beyond 24 hours, just report him to me. I talked already of the Volta Economic Corridor. And so we're looking for anchor businesses to take advantage of that. We also have the opportunities for mitigating your risk by doing PPPs. That is, government will partner with you to invest if you are interested. We currently do not provide sovereign guarantees in terms of borrowing, but our guarantees are that your business, will be protected and will not be expropriated. We also have blended finance for huge projects, and so that is available. We have local partnership, and as you were told, some of our big businessmen are here, and so setting up joint ventures with Ghanaian businessmen who know the terrain and would be something that is useful. And so I invite you to pilot with that. Select any of the areas. If it's automotive, if it's agro-processing, it is investment in green transition, you can join us and partner to be able to do that. You can use Ghana, as I said, as your West African hub and locate your regional office in Ghana or your production line in Ghana for export into the sub-region. You can also invest with our universities and vocational institutions to establish training centers that will be tied to whatever investments that you want to do. Ghana is a land of opportunity, and many nationals from all over the world are investing in Ghana. As I said, we wish to, because of the discipline, quality standards, and industrial wisdom that Japanese businessmen have, we wish to encourage Japanese businessmen to look towards Ghana. Africa is the next frontier for investment. Most parts of the world are saturated when it comes to investment. Africa is opening up, is growing, and is a place that Japan should be looking at. And so let us marry Japanese precision with Ghanaian potential and create a win-win situation for ourselves. Before I take my seat, my minister's advisors, CEO of GIPC, Ghana Export Promotion Agency, and our ambassadors will all be in this room after we finish this opening session, and they'll be happy to sit with you and discuss further what the opportunities are in Ghana. My copyright, Ghana is open for business, is here, and I don't charge for it anyway, so we're open for business 24 hours a day, and at this decisive moment in our history, we're working towards the economic transformation of Ghana. Our nation is embracing a bold vision, one that harnesses innovation, industrialization, and regional integration to unlock the full potential of our people and our resources. Our vision is anchored in our $10 billion big push, and the $10 billion big push is a program to improve the infrastructure of our country, especially in the road sector, in the industrial sector, agro-processing space, and all that. So we're investing $2 billion a year in infrastructure development. And already you've heard about the 24-hour economic policy, where we'll give incentives to businesses that are prepared to invest and to run more than the 8-hour working cycle. And then we're looking to accelerate industrial growth, ensure food security, enhance supply chain and value addition, and position Ghana as the manufacturing and export hub of Africa. And so on this note, I am happy to declare the Presidential Investment Forum on the sidelines of Ticket 9 duly open. I thank you. Long live Ghana and Japan partnership.
Baby, I want to me beyond me more kwaba deba TV XYZ. Wosa wutie power 97.9 FM. Mo kwaba edeba jumedie so. Jumedia wasugo so ana wo hwe inside politics. Wednesday's edition de browi. Edia me this year Nicholas ya Owusi Olsen. Wo betumi Afra McKin the Nicholas. Pray dear baby, I will be on my mechanism. Trade ampon yankopon na somedwe encounter. So what to me I understand ya to TVXYZ. Now we'll tie power 97.9 FM. Make us say we'll call social media platforms, you know, Facebook, TikTok, now ho. I'll be to me I share to me DB a ho. Me patro power 979 FM. Power 979 FM. Sasuna ye wo TVXYZ Ghana. Social media platforms so don't be to me ahwe etiebi ho. Ye call YouTuber XYZ Broadcasting. YouTube ye XYZ Broadcasting. No so be to me ahwe dwumedie etie ebi ho. Na me kai wo say wo call digital platform free to air na. Wo be to me ahwe TVXYZ wo ho. Saso na me pacho multi TV digibox audio channel satellite TV. No so be to me ahwe dwumedie ebi wo so kama pa. Mamemfa na ase okotompo na ase kese pamfa ma otwedi ampon yankopon se wo bi osun to kra no na adepache yen yedidi ma ba ma ewia atumi ato me ene wo a wo hwe me na wutie me so ti yemfa na ase kese mfema no ebiom na ase no yemfa ma production team omo bo machi do ma mede dwumadi ede bro mamemfa ma the executive producer Mr. Kelvin Asante obo machi do ye papa onene producer Niema ya tre kutwe na no odegu nkrata so ene video ayeba abehwe wo fidue mu saso na mepacho bebre yeko MCR wo behu Peter Cranton wo ho saso wo behu Rav Jampo ni na TV director wo behu Abbas show sikayeyo ansana Mr. Emmanuel Kisi ansana Emmanuel Neti Emmanuel Mienu onwo de sound na omohwe na omasanhwe social media so ede amayen me back cameras obebebe hu minua ketwa ye frɛ no Francis Mpenda kra o ha saso no obehu edi man ka edi ane de ni agisei ono so ha and there back cameras so Desmond so as a king maybe more motivation menim say jika jesu ntina ma wache we dem adia kakra obechirem yo yakọ edem ho a mo siesie mi a menim ti shasha me ho ayefe a ye friend gifty oba na yime ha na ha esewani ensa de kakro enti akuku da mi na yaka boma ye de dwumadi ede brel ye friend Nicholas ya Owusi Olsen wo betumi afra me Ken the Nicholas me sam wa ha bebi a wo hwe me bia na ansa na ye be hye dwumadi na ase no se wo hu His Excellency John Dramani Mahama Abra Okasa wo Ghana Presidential Investment Forum also with the 9th Tokyo International Conference African Development Jumediase wo Yokohama Japan Nseme Brenana His Excellency John Dramani Mahama or the Tuja Tuesday 19th August 2025 His Excellency John Dramani Mahama can say Ghana yekita young population na Ghana yekura na manya English speaking country ye ka English saso na Ghana fo ye very smart papa wo eniama hro hu saso ye hwe upskill wo areas bi say robotic any AI ansana fintech ni na na ya de Ghana fo ye boy humbodin papa biom osanso kan say ye hwe fintech ya sector na niema na say sector bi a one of the fastest growing sector wo Ghana ha a position country ni ye nti wo ba Ghana ha Ghana no a hub for technology and innovations wo West Africa ha. His Excellency John Dramani Mahama chair say the government no aye reforms na attract investment ye papa nti Japan investors into memboa no mo hwe na bibia ntumi nkonkan ebiom oditudwa so omo yi minimum capital requirement for foreign investors under ne aban no ma hwe Ghana Investment Promotion Center Act no so adwuma na chese investor baha no ha kakra ebiom ochie so hwe the flagship program ayato ne din 24-hour economy ono so okan ho asem o say policy support businesses omo operate beyond standard working hours no enti wo baha 24-hour economy ebema productivity etumi akosoro osanso okan no encourage Japanese investors say wo hwe leverage skills Ghanaian youth wa no mo be partnership technology transfer training initiatives na da ebetumi aboa ma workforce no so aye ready so mbe support expansion bia in digital industrial any agro processing sectors ni na no we yen His Excellency John Dramani Mahama odina do DC dom ditu dwa wo nsama no ka kire Japanese investors wo Jumedia yato ne den Ghana Presidential Investment Forum a course the 9th Tokyo International Conference a course efano African Development hu Yokohama Japan na sa eneme course na His Excellency John Dramani Mahama na ban no mebuno ana youth dan akoma so nti sa forum an investment forum a okoya ne Japanese investors leading komo yetitiru mebu no ye no boy abaso o che innovative technology kwan Ghana mbebu yetu anamo robotic ne ade Ghana mbebu ye smart ya dwimu do ante se Japanese broni be investment no ne Ghana mbebu no be ye adwuma no we kire se oya aban a what botaye edema mbebu no broni si youth yawo president a odi mbebu no ho adanse kire mpempem a na chesa we Ghana youth a we ni aban a odwene wo ho we ni aban a yebekasa aban papa wakwa akoton youth na ama wiase afa na nyina ofi Japan obesan akọ Singapore ni na yade a oton ye mbebu no nti we bebu na hu se party a hu se aban a odwene Ghana mbebu ho and His Excellency John Dramani Mahama wo hwe kwan a waton Ghana mbebu a cha abrofo na ebru adwe na nti ase so nti enyade a o se aban we yesuso no form kra ebehia se me no ye bebo mpae amano ye besra hode ne nkwa ede amano na wakoso ebu man na oman so etuma afa no ntuma pefra fi se ne vision anana ne so ade hu a wahu ne se Ghana mbebu no ye wani so ade hu no bebre ye woni ama bebre betumi aye nso etose bi a amwa ene mpanifo bi o betumi aba be so ye mu no nti we na wato ama Japanese ye nse Japan so de ye ko ha ye investors papa nti oprama ye na investors na ba partnership with us na ye mbebu no so ye na ye nya adwuma ye o santon 24-hour economy ne mo a wa kire mu se ye won kofo bi ho standard time no on pese o mo ye beyond sa hours no nti 24-hour economy investors na ba na o mo pese o mo ye ndana productivity cost ra ebeboa nti we Ghana mbebu na mo me yenka o say ye mbebu no yense His Excellency John Dramani Mahama o say ye fi say sama yate no ebra adwe na nti ase so make us say so ye nua pani ana me nua pani Mugabe Masi Atankuriga Biga Masi Junior ono so ekopie mo Japan na no so nsemo hu ye a odi tu dwa no yenkonkotie Mugabe Masi mano so odi tu dwa fi obi man so wo Japan Yokohama yentie mra
and the 20th August 2025 ya bi pimo ha ewo Japan ahinkru kese ye fro se Tokyo ya 93 Tokyo a be ejina sesi ane de Yokohama Continental hotel awone ya ba bi pimo a dwumadi ekoso no Presidential Investment Forum ya jese we no Africa edition ya wato ansa frɛ mampanyimfo a womo ebimemam dodo na ya omaba bpm ha ombe kwan omobefa so a omode omosem beto Japanese for nanim said be ya mo bia umusu betimi de aboaye no omo so etumi de aboaye no wo hwe mpanefo a idi His Excellency John Dramani Mahama Chibaya onimunyamfo eye Samuel Okudzoto Ablakwa wona eye Foreign Affairs Minister oka ho Kwame eye Agboja Honorable ono si Roads and Highways Minister ene eye Senior Presidential Advisor yenua ba eye Joyce Bawa ene mpanefo bibiri eka ho a presidential aid rather penifo bibiri ho a omka ho maba be piem e wa ha ye ma Elizabeth Ajare ye ono so ye co-trader so ye ho bone ho modin ye papa earlier on no ihu say yenua eye Samuel Okudzoto Ablakwa de ne sembe tuja sa so ye ma Elizabeth Ajare de ne sembe tuja eye Ghana Investment Promotion Fund so panyin e de ne sembe betuja sana eye opanyin akasankasa His Excellency John Dramani Mahama so e de ne sem aba betuja meetings upon meetings bilateral eye agreements do na eye den e na ekoso between His Excellency John Dramani Mahama and a Japanese businessman do na ohwe na edi ka koso abe kopie mo ewo Kahara Hotel His Excellency John Dramani Mahama edit to penifo na nim say oba Ghana so oba bididwa obenya mfaso bebre san say yen sidi no ade say watumi abo ne homodin ye papa mo matumi stabilize yen sidi no eno eka ho so a 24-hour economy no eno so ewo ho a ahya ase a wo pese wo di dwumadie bi a ban no nhihye bi ode aguna kwam obetumi di aboa nkrankran mo matumi abeboa no eno so eda na kwam efa bambo mo ene efa bibia bi a investor bi abetumi aba say wo ba we save na na say environment ne conducive man no His Excellency John Dramani Mahama say bibia ededa na kwam wo so wo hwe eye nkitaho eda mama hodo eben yen Mali, Niger, Burkina Faso, Cote d'Ivoire ene amama hodo atwa ho ahia na ye ne wo ntem no ade say eguye papa wasa kan bibi efa the big push ya wasa no so ode aba obesere say Japanese for no omomra no mo fo mo mewura big push me say Ghana ye baby a wo invest a enya ade say obi no ho enkomo bebre na enego so ekoso baby ayi edu ene anwumere ya His Excellency John Dramani Mahama woni Japanese prime minister ebetumi esinkonya one on one no mo so etimi edi enkomo ne ahwe kwan ebefa so a Japanese government no so support o di kan e dia support o my Ghana mre bi atwam ne ye Ghana ye he won companies ahodo na wo ho Toyota Suzuki any Honda any other companies no omo nyina etumi aye well established in Ghana omo bua my economy ne so no etumi afa ne tuma pa afria ene dwumadie no ebekoso ene nyame ya aduma wo china ebeto aso na nyame ya aduma edafiada 22nd ene edi dwumadie ni nyina ebeba ewie a His Excellency John Dramani Mahama sade ne be kire Singapore no one Singapore mpanifo ene mpanifo wo business society no ono mo so etumi akodi nkita ho ansana wo de neni akire o my Ghana moti ene de koso ewo Kahara Hotel ene Intercontinental Hotel ewo Yokohama Japan ene edi ni nyina ede abremo no Mugabe Masi TVSYZ and a Power FM Ghana.
Iti Mugabe Masi atankuriga biga Indian belly man. Onana yate nkafi obi man so Yokohama Japan. Ode wonderful report ode fiho ede abano kama pa accurate. Bibia di dem ne da enti ombone adwuma mebe kwaso bia so no development bia be kwaso no Mugabe Masi wo ho ede onfa nkaman obebe yehu me kwaso anamontu bia His Excellency John Dramani Mahama otu Yokohama Japan kopiem Singapore sa obeme yehu ne nyina no ye mene wa se o my Ghana timemofo ye ho ba ha yen enije beba na ya san ama Ghana asini dedem no my Ghana ehun ya reset ni ye na obi akase no kre meso me ye Ghana ni edum bibi na Ghana ni kro kwaje baby kase o ye Ghana ni na o fere but sesi anu wusi obi ase ma Ghana yi tina Ghana betumi ayesa His Excellency John Dramani Mahama yese twaso kowanim enti Mugabe Masi so na yete ne nka no His Excellency John Dramani Mahama menu na anim sese obi man so wo Japan Yokohama ogusu a oye an investors di nkomomo motumi aba di ndwuma aba na yeso yenya edwuma ye na oni Ghana na Odinechija the Vice President Professor Nana Jane Opoku Ajimai na chino di ja no on behalf of the President no ye ma made Vice President here say also to an amonkoko yenko for ana say government officials in service men omode helicopter onkonya crash omu ye no ye wie ye ne de bebe yan so obekọ na wakosere ebusiafo no wo efiefie ahoro enti the vice president to me anan call 5 victims ifie one ebusua ne kodi nkomo asem esi Ghana yenti ne mpeni semda na arehosem a esi 6th August waha wakokɔ bi mu fie enti wa wohwɛ kasamfonyin no eno na ɛda so no ye no enti yenkɔ na yenkotie nsɛm so a ɛkɔ so abra okɔsɛsɛ busuafo no one omkodi nkita ho yentie mra
se munyina nim se Friday a twasui abaino ma befitting state funeral for our departed heroes enti mampanyi directed say enne yenyina under the leadership of acting president Professor Nana Jane Opoku-Agyeman yenkosra all the families of departed heroes no na yenhwe omo asetena na yensanso and reassure especially widows and children no say Mampenyi John Dramani Mahamad's commitment to their welfare no is assured, and that even as omobe griefy omo loved ones no, the government will step in and ensure say whatever provisions they need they will be provided for. Ghana for achre odo soronko president I announced a child support fund no. We are happy to announce that a lot of institutions have already started donation. And oko government communication pages now mobehu an account of what we have received so far, and also contacts on how you can also donate to the fund in support of families.
Eti we the vice president Nana Montua Otuye na odeko ebusianfo a omadehye kwesi omakwense wo sikamane brofu yedu forester ewo adanse apem ho a besinde abogana fu ina brim ma areho sm etumi aba chabonim se nyame ya adoma 2nd September ade a by elections because of the eastern region Akotia constituency na NST Alkumia no member of parliament ma Akotia for no so wadane ne ni akere ban ana say we film on kakrati asefo ho enti yemrem no ebehia say sabre no na electoral commission mehye na masan ato aba eyi mrehye bedwani foforo no mbe yi mrehye bedwani foforo na make say the IGP Christian Teteyewunu together with the members of the police management board yekanu POMAP omuhia with the stakeholders bia omudidi nkomo edwene hwe akotia by elections no how omudi ye betu ye preparation and security na ye na bibie tumi akonkan na nde omo deploy 600 police personnel sa omudi omani edi chim wo akotia na make us say exercise ahead of 2nd September no omo chom kwanya omo mbeba bibes obeyi ballot box edwane ntokwa befa police station ho enema ekoso ina no titiru ma mo hwe kasamfonyini di ana mo hwe TV no mahu park no so training ahora police for ne ye say mamboyfo bi nipa boni bi ba ekwan mbefa so a omo so bebo ballot box no ho ban you say police for near swift how mo ye omo adwuma we che say wo police papa wo Ghana ha enti training ahoro a akotia on the 2nd of September o meye no eno na me no ye hwe egusu a ekosui enti sesia no ma akoso no enra ye hu say oni various political parties ni share din komo na and there's police for try say omo ye training pa na ni na preparation for 2nd September akotia by elections ye koyi new MP foforo no eno na me no ye hu o TV so na mo so amutie me behia se mebo mu nkyem yenkwe na yenkotie the IGP Christian Teteyewunu oni media ne din komo ensem odi tudwa
our highest level of training, and we call it a high risk operational training ground. And so we have brought men here, quite a large number of men, and these people are trained to handle arms. They are already well-trained police officers But because we are going to these election grounds, we've decided to come and sharpen their skills towards the Akwetia by-elections. And that brought us here to come and see how prepared they are. Today they are going to Akwetia well prepared so that they can handle all the threats, just to let the whole country know that police, we are ready for the elections, and all the threats we've been hearing from TikToks and all social media has also given us the room to prepare adequately towards the elections, and also to remove fear from people and the electorate in Akwetia that nobody can come to this constituency to come and cause any trouble. And we want to assure Ghanaians that the police is ready to handle any type of thing that may come in Akwetia. We are ready with the men. We have the men. We have the men who can handle this situation. And then our eyes are red for Akwetia, and nobody should think of coming to cause trouble. No political party should mobilize men to come and foment trouble. And nobody should have in mind the intention of snatching a ballot box. We have prepared our men adequately to handle this situation. And that I informed the political parties as I met them yesterday. What I told them is that we are going in with Black Marias. Do you understand what is Black Maria? Black Maria is a prison on wheel. Yes, we have a truck that is well prepared to keep people who cause trouble, prisoners. We keep them in, and then before finally we discharge them at the police cells or whatever it is. So there is going to be prison on wheel. That will be in Akwetia. The moment you cause trouble, we arrest you and then we put you in the Black Maria. The word is what? Black Maria. Trouble causers should know that Black Maria will be on the ground. And then we are not going to allow any political party to call us. When their people have come there to cause trouble, if you call us, nobody will listen to you. So now we want to do some small simulation about how our men who are going to conduct the snap checks and those who perform other duties, they have come here, about 600 men, well prepared, and they will be on the ground in advance to make sure that people who will come to Akwetia armed to come and cause trouble, they should see it that police, we are ready for them. Thank you.
Iti IGP, a Christian Tatayo, Odona, Yated and Kano, also Bonnie Pabone Coco, or Bowa Wabo, Sabi Utilimu Posa, Wokoya Basabasaye, Wakutia, Udru Agana Police Betro said to Nomo and Shanokwa. Enti, would lim now Banobia say, what the Basabasaye Bakutia, their Pofia Babitina, and yes, I dear Wufune, the baby fee. For body, the baby fee, I won't crack as a phone. And Yamina Meka, IGP, Christian Tete, you know, not some more dear to Danono, and see over to Obibia. On Pesa Sumadre, Eba, Akutia by elections, no. Na ye down a password, Tiam Fasum Dream Coto Abana Kama, Nebi bien the dean. Oh, ye bones a crobia mensa womb. Now, board the Ebisa Quanen and why I know Quene Corn, why would you? It's over to you. And see, yeah, told you ready in a swap. Make us say the electoral commission led by Mrs. Jane Mason, Mrs. Jane Mason, chairperson at the electoral commission, release a press statement. Efano Tamale Central by elections. I say ebe kosono. Na metene say Tamale Central by elections. Ebe kosono electoral commission ama yatiasie. I say the unfortunate death. The member of parliament the Tamale Central constituency, Honorable Mutala Muhammad Ibrahim Okoshia na kwanshi wo 6th August no dia oba in accordance of the article 1125 no constitution no amend the church electoral commission say nipa ni film also hold by elections wo constituency wanting am ya adoma data omode aba 30th September 2025 Tuesday na the electoral commission for ombehwe na yato abana na ma abane say says the commission say receive a nomination forms a omde beba for candidates ahuru ni na no receive a 3 days no omde esi ho 8th 9th and 10th of September na sa nomination for between akwaja ayo de kama and no be kwaso Tamale Metropolitan Office ho until 8th 9th 10th September 2025 time no muntie ni time no anapa 9 am kasi 12 pm area umbekwa break at 12 no na after break no umbeba 2 pm kasi 5 pm we 3 days no mudi si ho 8 to 10th no time a obetumi ewura ho omo timopo anasa omaye omadwen so mpese omukọ na omukọ jebi no candidate mbotumi akọ anasa nomination forms no betumi download electoral commission on website www.yec.gov.gh mamisi subium www.yec.gov.gh and here from sa time equing na enrai ekwa akosi tent no wobetumi akọ na waye ne saa na candidate ahuru ni na so awmetumi aba ebedi dwuma ma aye kama normal film nomination form waye ne kama uri awa return e de akọ Tamale Metropolitan Office wo electoral commission office wo no de akọ pepepe na omotumi aye ne saa e de amamo na bibia dedin na ma etini enti yese candidate no wo so beti nomination forms no we do bibia kwa imom wo ye bema no 10,000 Ghana cedis muntie ni mmema no 10,000 Ghana cedis ne ye per candidate so na female ene persons with disability enuanom a osabi omedidam no almost sika almost betua for nomination no 7,500 Ghana cedis 7,500 Ghana cedis enti mmema ne de bema wundi dam na mepacho uhusisi uhuso ne de yetua 10,000 Ghana cedis na emma any persons with disability no ometua 7,500 Ghana cedis na no what the account form no kama na what the call press release here by Message Jane Mensa ono no chairperson the electoral commission na nensa ehye ase anti de eteno no na eda TV no so na wo hwe no na make say galamsey fight ya na yeguso a ye ka ho asem na ye ka galamsey fight ho nsem dia IGP dia tudwa say fight against illegal mining na kan galamsey no police anti galamsey team no almost storm asase esase bontie fufuo saa na efra hodin no eno wa manse ho baby asase bontie fufuo Manse district anasa Amansia West district wo Ashanti region na omotumi esizi 4 excavators ano mu use de galamsey no ho ye be pese ye be ko na ekotie ASP Bawa Abdul no so nsam odetu dwa ono no lead sa police unit a omukopie mu Amansia West district nsam ekoso bonti fufu ho mo man kotie mra.
So we are currently at Antalya district, one of the mining sites where the illegal miners, you can see how they have destroyed the water body and then how they have degraded the land, and then it was still ongoing. Upon sighting out the illegal miners, quickly they abandoned the machines and then they ran away. So our men are currently trying to drag the machine out of the pit so that we can quickly load them on the low bed and move them to base. The fight against illegal mining continue as we are not leaving any stone unturned. We continue to fight to make sure that we win this war. What we just want the illegal miners to understand, this is not a banter. They should just understand the government policy or the government instruction for them to cease illegal mining and wait until further instruction is given as to how they will make a responsible mining. But for them to continue and then keep on sometimes even confronting us in situation, I think basically it is not something that they should continue. So we are currently in control, and we are just making sure that we cut the machines and move them out of the pit and then send them to load them on our machines. Thank you.
ASP Bawa Abdul na yetene nkano galamsey site ahrowa illegal mining ekoswa police unit na anti galamsey unit omo police omo so ekutia na yekoye nima gold board ba ya amagana sesia yesika yetu ha gold no sika kokko no a yetu oman mu sesia yehuso na ebo ma yesika no enimu engwase biom na ejina no gold board no to me at the tribunal ba na tribunal official o inaugurate wo Ministry of Finance wha sa tribunal course no Minister Dr. Atoforsen oswan tribunal chairperson on the members omo 3 member gold board tribunal border ya mandate to omo so omo hwe licenses sem ne decisions bi ana so ebeko so o gold board dwumadia omudi ho mepese ebeko na ekoti finance minister Dr. Kessel Ato Barforsen ne samo de tudwa yenkoti emra
here to swear in the members of the Gold Board Tribunal. So it's going to be a 3-member tribunal. So if you can please rise up for swearing in. Please, you say after me your name, and if you are a member, you say a member. If you happen to be the chair, then you say the chairperson. I do in the name of the Almighty God swear.
Do in the name of the Almighty God solemnly affirm
that I will at all times well and truly serve the Republic of Ghana in the office of
chairperson of the Ghana Gold Board Tribunal,
and that I will uphold, preserve, protect and defend the Constitution of the Republic of Ghana as by law established. So help me God. Thank you. So we'll take the next one, the oath of secrecy. I holding the office of
chairperson of the Ghana Gold Board Tribunal,
do in the name of the Almighty God swear
do in the name of the Almighty God swear
that I will not directly or indirectly communicate or reveal to any person any matter which shall be brought under my consideration or shall come to my knowledge in the discharge of my official duties, except as may be required for the discharge of my official duties, or as may be specially permitted by law. So help me God. Congratulations. Under the Act 1140, the minister shall also have to appoint a registrar to manage the administrative affairs of the tribunal and other staff necessary for the functions of the tribunal. Beginning tomorrow, I will take steps to appoint the administrator, the registrar, and enough staff to be able to support the affairs of the tribunal. So I believe that by next week, you should have a full complement of the tribunal to be able to function effectively. Thank you.
It's Kessel, Atoba Force and Doctor, Minister in charge of Finance, on an 10 and Canon Ura, Sammy Jane Fiso, CEO, Edema Gold Board, so on also not 3-member tribunal. Omona yetumi omono omona ye license and sema bekoso efan gold board hu dwumedia omoba ebedi enono they try to acquire a press release if the Ministry of Air Roads and Highways abetodwa na Ministry of Roads and Highways the aba unauthorized air billboard at air flower port interchange na ministry no say omo observe concern kwan yankofo the unauthorized billboards omode airbo flower pot interchange no ho ni meka ho na ministry na chese omo notice recent press release bia efi student loan trust fund ho na omo disclaim ownership of Billboard ebia ye chese omode abo baby a omo iso en use omo logo na we na ministry no de aba say such installation violate regulation set by Ghana Standards Authority, advertisement specification for outdoor signs, GS 847 2019 section 5 as well as section 11 and 15 act 540 any act 188 of the road traffic regulation 2012 LI 2180 enti omo achese press release by no omo person omo kache titiru Lojokuku Municipal Assembly omo na make us say flower pot no interchange no omo pay mu ho Lojokuku Municipal Assembly so omo ne Department of Urban Roads enkambo munye adwuma na immediately omunye yi sa unauthorized billboards bobo areas sabiwa enya dia yama omo kwan oma na oma fa kwan bi so na omudi ekwesisi anya hope ananya flower pot pe regional any agencies ahuru ni na no omo permit ahuru omo jeje efa na advertisement ho nsem no omo take notice na omunye se adwuma no Ghana baby because sadia no onam kwam kra runabout pa na omu de bi esiwo unhu anim unhu baby a wo fa enti omonhwe no omuntu hu anamon papa omo so omo appeal to Advertising Association of Ghana say omo so hwe no omo strict and omo enforce code of conduct regarding to installation of outdoor advertisement structures no omo nya ne sa na Ministry of Roads and Highways omo so omo remain committed na omo be ensure say road safety and protecting our roads infrastructure for the benefit of all enti we adia no so efi Ministry of Roads and Highways momodi abetudwa ora nidinsha Nasir Ahmed Yati ono na head of public relations unit wo Ministry of Roads and Highways na nensa she dwumadi asenti monya ne sa because nkra ha adwene pa Madina say wokọ Madina rolling circle ha circle yeswa kitwa bi we no be the board dey see rolling circle ni finfin enti wunhu se wo hwe atomic na wo hwe se himfo sa de ni na obi tumi de na ye board no dey be si open team wo hwe weni ma wunhu enti monhwe na munya se adwuma nti lankwanta na Madina assembly ho mo so se adwuma no monye honorable miami honorable monhwe na montutu na mumbu na sa kwa muntutu sa ne mani na because bi o esi baby cry hardwin o ka si wo kra mfra moba na ahwesu pan we bi sa wo hu bi o de baaye nti munye na yentutu sa na mo na bibia entumi enko enkansa baby edru de edru Wednesday sa na mani age ono aso onim sentinti amekasa mani age tesa wo mbem wo bem de wonim se wo ba me dem na wo hwe wardrobe no ma essence power specialist eba hospital when am here dru na say m ko check in na muzeji kaje no krasa na mo 5 for me say rade monom papa no bia so di ho adanse ekuku dama mo krum ha ma gidin ama mo bia o ma frame tell ya na me so me boss we dey also petu am say boss me bro too nti me command too oni ma making nti power specialist herbal hospital omundro ma mensha say ye wo bi ho ye stubborn ewa muntie ni ye wo stubborn ewa ye friend cough care herbal mixture wonya bi ebebo stubborn ewa poho aha ansa na ye wo adu aya sk ono so ye funu bia aha jirikaji center man on ebo ono for male vitality ebua ye ansa na ye edu aya herbal tonic ebia wudidide bia na so te wanka se opese ohihye kakra opese odidi wenum ato wonya bia ebeboa ansana ye o malamix aha malamix edu aya herbal malamix oni de na me di card shasi ana me nompa doctor ya we abraham nua senti wa ha no ye nompa ansana ye wo kala ono so ho enti agwasi se bafia make us say wa flash me over for Bexisa Befia or second me pay a jirikaji nibi. Hey, me the chamus aso amunko too. Yo. Enti mema Bexisa Befia baby will be a winning Joshua money was squadding in Bexisa Befia. Mema will be na motumianum. Aki also or say happy yourself. Also Madina. Aki waso mi cheche o papa frame me ni brief for moto no pon na brefie na bagigi kaje ne bi ensem na ise me dia kan dodo because adansi dia mpenifo Dr. Jai ese me na me ye aduro no adansi dia ekuku dam me ka kire wa ye mbese o mo ka kire me no ebra adre na nti ase so ese eto no bo asisi enye China dibiom di free ma wonya ready kra na asori na egu ani mase se wo ye say ebo chale me nim o pesa wo ye na egu ani mase no so echi wo no ma for time bia vensini na abeje gon wanum bie mo ntumi ye adwuma secret ewu mu no ko fu bebra say ade ne de bia hwe fom na no ye sandro na enti ye no papa. Doctor, over to you. Mr. Kelvin, I feel you too much.
Yeah, abusia ya mwakwaba power time aso power specialist heba hospital ya den chef ya Dr. Panya or da hospital na doctor akosia adu aya ho de mobibia bebia ojebre na ohwe power time da bia nsema ka nyina ne se adansidie papa ankrofo di fa power ho TV so radio so internet rem ya hodo no won so be ka adansidie for no bi power specialist heba hospital dodo na fa yen last stop yo kumasi ya won crime ena yewo takra de kumase ofiyase ye ni jazbo filling station di enhwanimu wo aputo ja contrast kwan ne so Lake Road ena yewo akra wo kwabenya ACP kwan so ne block factory no edi enhwanimu na afi takra de wo Anaje Estate Customs Road ye ni singa washing bay ni so di enhwanimu numbers no ayemiensa famu bia ne frɛ wo fra branch na ebe no na yama direction abaho na wabeje wayaresa numbers ni 0555 7978 78 0200 38 38 31 and 0244 54 44 22 Monday to Saturdays and ye di Sunday pe any da enya adwuma even holidays ye adwuma or ye branches ni nyina mu enti ade bia how bia wo de anante abre wo de chinchini a eye o so ye de we de anu ana du kowo mu a ba bia sesa do ani kire be ba ko pe sesa ba wadwunum eye power specialist herbal hospital o mfa ya de ne ma ensa mfa nkoda de ma ye sonkono se ye nyabre hwehwe ni padua ni mu ye mfiti preko pe ma waduro obi aba ho pe bia de dansa se wa anye laba ye ma waduro da sentini say ye treat just symptoms ye tackle the cause of symptoms no utina ye oya no obi ti paye eye malaria obi ti paye eye typhoid obi ti paye no eye ni BP ana wo soro dodo obi ti paye ni moja so ate obi ti paye no eye severe constipation entity paye ba ko pe no eniema betimi am obi ti paye no edoso nti we make sure se be hwe sa niema ni nyina ni ehu sampa wo ti paye no e bia moja no aso ate umoja etawe enti kwan we na sese do faso nyame adom yesaya de etu ase fa ya de bra power specialist about hospital so what test hepatitis B positive teniye hepatitis B positive saya de we boso pe edi abo obi adwunu sese eye power specialist herbal hospital sentini say ye ne hospital ba ko pe aye wo aduru a ye de saya de we etu ase teniye ye manage ye mbrebe no ase power specialist about hospital yen kan anu say ya keke ye wadansidie wona wodi ho adanse wo TV so radio so internet rem ya hodon edoso wo mukuta evidence wo mukuta viral load before and after wo mu de kire nkrofo mu sampa power specialist about hospital ye wo hepatitis B aduro ayitu ase award ahodo agire Ghana eni amano edoso entimeso so he power time say ya ukunu say ya uyire say ya oba say ya unua say ya odihye bi say wa test hepatitis B positive mesro amane hyedem na onsu entra homa yade no enkuno farebra power specialist about hospital na nsa oten kasa wonfe ene wonfe aya wo ya wachi kasa mu tutu ya de kakra bi na wabre bia firi say hit to the padua mu ya na honam hyehyew honam kekaw utimi titu ho saa udiri keto bi na yafuna hye na ayekutu sesam no kasa oyefo no aye dendenden oyefo no hona na hono wani aye very yellow yeso onya jaundice o Johnson ani te say Lipton anase Coke da bia me ka say ansa na bo so oyefo na hono no de so liver no esiri say yakwam ene ya wo hwe power time ene ya wutie power time nese wo hepatitis B a Bra specialist about hospital. So what scan, so what hospital, near catch us fatty liver, liver enlargement, liver cirrhosis, here a duaya liver care. A duaya liver care, a duaya share, a diamba, a salivaria dear cra. Power specialist about hospital. What scan, what hospital, yes, kidney stones, kidney cysts, tumika. Bra power specialist about hospital. Kumase Encrime anase Eyeta Krade. Number 0555 797878 0200 383831 and 0244 544422. Bema bia o Johnson asem asha se eye basabasa oba bia o Johnson asem asha se eye basabasa to me cabra power specialist about hospital one hwe na utna to be wiase no na de rubber e kwa show bema mu kakra bi na Johnson de kwa aketo bi na aba wo chimansa na Johnson aba wa yase timiri se ten eye wo ya sentence Johnson intimi mba Johnson e ba no eye wo ya obema mu ya wo ya a hyehyeo wasi ya oya ehyehyeo obo so asa ansa na Batista Johnson okorade no Sir Johnson aguru hu nyina awie na no hunam nyina asai o Johnson wi awten kasa Johnson bi akam o Johnson wi ne moja di akire obo okorade abade nyina ye moja nko a misraw ebetima ye prostate ebetima ye bladder, that's a cystitis, ebetima ye kidney, ebetima ye ureter na so urethra, ebia ye untreated infection, gonorrhea bi, syphilis bi onya ne bra bi atwam no afa na sunsun sanso na aba to me cabra power specialist about hospital yenya wo lab yen 5 fidie hwehwe mu yenya wo scan na yen hwe de de sa Johnson problem aba nya Johnson tentem bia na ye diabetes tie ni ye diabetes awa sa symptoms no na so niam ahodo bebre ho no betwa mo Johnson tentem ubokra na o severe fibroid obabe ho no mo a o fibroid no ayekese enti emia ne blood na etima wo Johnson tentem oba be hwe sa ni mani nyina ni ahwe de it sa symptoms no e dia bro o ulcer akwam de wa yam yoya aduane to yam yoya udidi mia yam yoya ya na obofono obi kura teme fe na mse ulcer aye kronti ase emfama be agina yam obo ro nyina yoya de kopie wa chutanya heartburns wo chika sani mu ya wo ya ehyehyeo anya asam ketoa udidi na aduane jabo indigestion ya na onsa no nyina titiriti Mr. Tomeka bra power specialist about hospital enu ache no be hia eduaya SK, that is stomach care ekro bia wo yefuru no mu say ye duodenal ulcer say peptic ulcer wunya eduaya SK ni bia ebebo atu ulcer na se bebo kum kro bia wo yefuru no mu ama ho atumi ato ama nipadua no ayekama woyam timi dwa wo denden ase di dwa pa na agu yefuru no mu enya sam ketoa omoni so power specialist Heba hospital odi na aye typhoid there be am kasa nkrofo to typhoid to malaria say it is an signs and symptoms no aye de kra ne sa utibe paiwo wonum be yo nwuno ya na ho aye hye ya no aposo nyina aye omre bomodin so baba power specialist hospital na yenya lab nhwe say odi na aye typhoid ana say ya malaria say ya typhoid ya maw aye kala Heba mixture power specialist about hospital power health product yendo do ba akwa de abado no esa typhoid to ase ten na sa nya typhoid na sa ya malaria so dia ye wo adua ya malamis sa ya plus bia ebekum parasite ni nyina ama ho atimi ato obede ho afri malaria mu bomode se bekwa akota sa ya positive dia ene na wo hia adua ya malamis ya na wo so ate kwa kata so untumi enna wonu munya odeduane de wonu kra won tene de bia be ko hospital bia yesu moja awe na ye ma moja de a obehia eye eduaya Heba tonic eye moja dro yenu ni nyina ye pure Heba ene aye ne kama asone so broni sa no bomode so ba hwe no ni nyina bia kira kwa ba bia to Heba dro bia ne sa wota bowa oba wa na wi ahora ne mogya wom ya na akoko eye wo ya tro ho se chesty cough eye adwuma pa bibi biara wo kokko ho se ye wo lansim se ye wakoma na bo se ye wa na wo bo se ye dien unya adua ya cough ka heba me hyede bia ebeboa asiesie atu sa ha no nyina firi ho ede amaw ye me vitality be me bi ayemre wo mpam wo hia eye giri ka giri ni dini no honam se sadrowei sade nkrofo si agya tomo no anya asam keto anya aphrodisia dabi am ka se be ma wo be ma no eye ntini ani moja se moja no ntimi nkogina ntini ni mu a ye no na ma be ma no aye mre sadrobe yi fini nyina ebe yi ntini ni mu ama moja no akotai ntini ni mu na be ma no gina so a etime gina so peme no watima ye adwuma ni ama wa mo ama abo piafo bomodin so benya ye no ni nyina bebe to ha badu bia ya de bia ha bia ye ntimi aka ho asam no eno enchese enya ho adwuma kompo na shaw minum ye mfasa kanka sade nkrofo di sa ya de ho adanse no be mu odu ebe na ni nyina ama kompo ni nyina firi ho akọ ede amaw awarefo amopa wo ye sremo power baby senya no Ghana ha no edoso mumra mumienu nyina mumra nyenhwe ba bia problem no wo mema bebre low sperm count ubaye semen analysis no na sperm ba kokora eni ne hu nsuo no mu mesra mumra awarefo no ma no so wo aye ovarian cyst so wo appendicitis inflammation of the fallopian tube adie na ekoso ma wo emma say fibroid na asia wo no kwan a ni nyina no boy be hwe ba bia problem no wo ni attack the course no to ase ama mo ho atumi ato ya na nipa do dudu do titiriti utia fam ase ade ta onase nyina ayetofo wakoma bo se hwim wanya ba bia ntena wanya ba bia nso a na wo yakwa kutu atofom mesra ukotodwe ya na ahone asinsuo ginam na yakwatwe na asan ahono wo be kyekere ama 2-3 times bo se onana fo tumi tia so e de ko wadwuma bibi biara e haw uba power e be boaw so hia se ma ye massage kama amantini mo bie blood circulation be take place set tire ni nyina be dan be free hormone e de amaw sabi pampa bo na e wanum halitosis bad breath enum kankan yade a enum gwase ade na niam e de ba no edoso obi de wo de tim obi de wo de hwinum sinusitis e bia de na wo minimum tonsillitis betum de sa problem amaw e bia de na wo se enam no gam no mu ne kuro no ewo obi ho ya diabetic ana say diabetes ba wonim bokra so wonim na so ohwe ntuti ne ye etimi de sa problem eba e bia o severe liver problem betimi de pampambo ne dai aba wonum eniam de sa ha no eba no edoso okose bia jana so wo se moja ewo mu wo sha se enum koko nya ni nyina na ye koko e bia na bleeding ulcer ebi so akra na wo severe typhoid se mo ne de wonsunu mu cha etimi sa ha no eba oba power something bia de beba no ye mfiti prakopa ma wadro ye be ye olaba ye scan the video hwehwe mu ne ahudi akwaso ni padua ne mu mesia wo kumase won crime na ye water crade kumase wo feyase ye ni Jasper filling station di enhwe ne mu wo aputoja contract so kwan ne so Lake Road na ye wo akra wo kwabenya ACP kwan sare block factory no edi enhwe ne mu takrade wo Anaje Estate Customs Road ye ni single washing bay no edi enhwe ne mu frey 0555 797878 0200 383831 and 0244 544422 Monday to Saturdays and ye day juma Sunday penenda ye juma even holidays ye juma or your branches in nyina ye do se sebre bia wo bre na o share power time nyame ya aduma da sene sabre yanso ye de apomde ho nsam no ebebro
Meda Dr. Oheneba Asibebre, Power Specialist Heba Hospital, Accra branch, ha no be Dr. Oheneba, no penny Cassia and Casson Hene Yere, Akosia Eduya, Wakwa, Omobo Mohomboting, Wako Dr. ABCD, Cohort Nakoshe, no be say no crack. I said, Kajri, any Heba Tene, they would jam so. We do any more pharmacies, Heba shops in na, once ever to me Akabi, Dr. Jaho Sempos, young que, Nankofa Buffon Crat to Umbressisia.
National Petroleum Authority hereby cautions persons engaged in illicit storage and trading of petroleum products to comply with the regulatory requirements to operate in the downstream petroleum industry. The NPA Act clearly stipulates that no individual shall engage in any commercial activity related to the importation, exportation, re-exportation, shipment, transportation, processing, refining, storage, distribution, marketing, or sale of petroleum products in the downstream industry without first obtaining a license from the NPA board. Failure to secure the necessary license and properly regularize operations will result in confiscation of petroleum products, prosecution under the law, and decommissioning of facility. For more information, contact the National Petroleum Authority on 0302 550 380. You can also visit our head office located at Jolu of the N1 Highway or any of our regional offices.
Na ede na ya obeya oda formason yafunu emunumuni.
Oh Mr. Entry also yare ya titi be benfie pi nanso ne yam nyono da se me kire no ahodo amato a me hunu hwe a ebe ya nwanwa
Menyi ni se what ulcer tamfo hexa capsules any hexa mixture yanum bom kotia ulcer no bia ma no anom anka ne ho ato no dadaada ulcer dro de eno ani hexa capsules any hexa mixture
ankom ni nchiremu
ulcer yekura eto yefunu ene ensunumu etuma wo yefunu ekeka wa wogire ho a enye ulcer etumi ema wo ye cheko ebra wadidi awie so how eye ulcer de a compare hexa capsules any hexa mixture nanum bom na ho ebeto
pedudu atu a ko okanshi drug lane Kumasi Dani Herbal Takradi AA Mensa Anafre 02038228855 Apefo abatanya woma won mofra no fo ene mofra woni mfie dumienu enka ho Haxa capsules ene ne mixture
ulcer tamfo edi age edwadie nkrato yi atom.
Hi. Now let me tell you about Safari Valley Eco Resort, the first of its kind in West Africa. Upon your arrival, you are introduced to your butler, who plans your itinerary.
We were surrounded by wildlife from the moment we entered the eco park.
So many activities, all in the same premises. Visit the gym or the stables, they have it all. At my break, I'm able to practice my putting.
We also went fishing on a man-made canal. Our tour guides taught us so much about the wildlife and how to interact with them.
They used only electric vehicles here. This creates a serene environment. I'm told it's over 1,000 acres. My cabin here sits on 2 acres with a large terrace space overlooking my private swimming pool. Now this is royalty. They have their own farms, thousands of fruit trees. I can also have my lunch here at the waterfall. Quite a beautiful place you have here.
Visit Safari Valley Eco Resort in Ghana, bringing you closer to nature.
Missy Minanum, a group pass up at the Brabro Tibedo Imlenu.
As for me, I take very good care of my grandkids. Ye dear grow, na yes, a do maybe crana, me bano timide, or maybe gumi so weekend. Hey, memre. I don't think I'm a catcher say, Yano, Medi, garlic capsules. As I stand here, my doctor said my whole system has improved very well. Medi, garlic capsules. Yes, Medi, garlic capsules.
Medimosis garlic capsules. Boa mamoja dini paduani mu efusani ye. Na esiesie oba ne barima mahona wodin. Ubenya edoi bi ato omanyi mu pharmacy stores freye wo 050-349-4885. Edoi enya mamofra enye ndi mfie dumienu. Apemfo ene emma emanofo. Medimosis. Wunni how FDA ajidwe di nkratoe atom.
The serene environment fits into the goal of the school, which is simply to provide excellent educational foundation for your ward's development before they commence primary education. At first glance, clearly you will see why the school is called Hebron Hills International School, as the building stands tall overlooking town. With a Montessori style, we have experienced and dedicated staff and trained teachers. Our small sizes classrooms are meant to enhance teacher-focused approach where children get one-on-one attention from the teacher. Hello there. We are open at 7:30 a.m. and school closes at 2:30 p.m. After school care is from 4 p.m. till 6 p.m., while early drop-off can be arranged at 6 a.m. Hebron Hills International School is located at Midye off the Nsawam Road. Locate us with GP postcode GW0688 GA West and GPS code 06884870. You can contact the school and make further inquiries on 050-876-2375 or call the office directly on 0302-918768. Email us at hebronhills.school@gmail.com. Hebron Hills International School. Excel and shine.
Okay, what I want to share TVXYZ. Sasuna wa utie power 97.9 FM. Inchia kese enkomo mu papa. Ye koya ya sanya ba. Na adibi koso wo eye aboso. Aboso na bompia so. Ose ye hwe ne ye. His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. Edi atudwa. Ase omba se sebewa illegal mining. Oban wa wunye ni yewu se yensu ne de yebetu ase but almost almost small scale miners no ade a mo de mo license ye ba ma mo kwan mo ma ye adwuma enti na we no opese youth a eye omo area ho te se aboso bompia so ne ade ye be ma mo kwan ma mo so ma benefit wo eye asase agudi anyame de ama mo Mokra mo wo eye aboso ne importem bompia so mu ne ade omo de ne de ye friend rock mining ye blast eye abo no na o ma ye nti enye nsuo asem but bibi koso wo ho eye cooperative mining a ye keka nkofo abo mo ma ye His Excellency John Dramani Mahama ye reset no wo kwatakwa eye aboso ne importem a aboso ne bompia so a aboso ne bompia so a MPP fobi enam se concessions e wo ho ye omodia e ho na rock mine no nyensu die bi eye aboso ene eye bompia so motumi de ta community mining the aye constituency chairman omodi aye constituency organizer secretary maya e chese eye community na benefit enso ko aboso wo ko eye bompia so a the same MPP fo ya omabe atwam kwai epese omude krata hihya wonwa so esane yire agi sa concession but His Excellency John Dramani Mahama ose den ose ye be cooperative mining enti ye nuanom omo aboso ye nuanom omo bompia so etumi a benefit maminti a Sofo Osman chairman Sofo Osman mitiaw we ward chairman wo aboso NDC mitiaw cooperative mo beye na mu nyina mo atumi a benefit nuanom mo aboso wo ye friend say bompia so a benefit no ebi mo na mu titi MPP fo bi na mo say concession ye omodia den na ye omodia ye di beye cooperative mining ma mu nyina mo di biedi ye man kwhye nipa ba kobotom say community mining na mo ye ya chairman ediso ye wi secretary yansa na ye friend say constituency organizer na ma chedi na san say yensuo no ho kra de ma ade a ni so na ni je kra ne say ho na ye rock mining no mo ye nti dynamite de shebo no ma ya pai na o ma adwo enya de sensuo nti da ma ekoso bompia so ekoso aboso no munhwe ne ye chairman Sofo Osman mumfa mo nan ensi fo mo ho se MPP fo ne mo ye ho se concession enye obi ade a ye de be cooperative mining ma mining nyina aboso mine bompia so mine mu nyina ma benefit sa na ye hwehwe fo magudi na anya me di hira ye no sa na tie hwe how gold board by your management ne ma ye kama sa na mu nyina so cooperative mining ye be ye mo madi yie aboso fo ne bompia so enti sa akofo mo ne na ma akire omo ye friends say community mining e ba ya mba ye hwe omo botom say ye nsuo ama nkofo ya no mamon fo mani nsi abo so ene bompe aso de no so chairman sofo wone wodom sofo osman monhwe montutu ye na cooperative mining nembra namba bo me ye nyina ye ndi yi de eteno no ma yaje nkonya atena so de ameka say ekuku da maje nkonya ye ba na ye bedi enkomo ye wo eye owura listo nana eye poku PSA ana PSA poku ana PSA de anam de amo kusi poku yes nana kusi poku PSA we PSA
me bema PSA
bema PSA
o ma sa no wo bema
anti utimi ode pa enti list wo nana kusi poku owaha ono no executive director de magag ye better nka saso na ye wo kasimisa communication member de ma ND Samayoko ekuku domina ye no mu ebedi dwuma ma bibia etumi akọ enkan asa nana mama ma akwaba bibia boko de
obi kan ye se efie yanka banka ban na yensa se sani etwona sem no eka no se enye ne honam ni moja na enya ene ewie mu atumfo ni abayi dom ni nkabretre ene enya nti no du ba bia na enkani kwan se nka sabi nipa kura ha ne ho na mamu papa ekoso ya na so sabi oni abayifo ni adamo ni honhom timan mu de abribia no mba mu adwuma ye na sabi yenso so enya akwadufo na amemu papa ekoso ya o se bebo ho daru na mansanti no mu hu de ekoso na emfuturo a ewo wie mu no a amanfo tugu eye bedwam no nsusu no ye pene na ye nyina ye boa na ye huva mfuturo ni nyina free omanim na fe amanfo anim enye totin nti ene de obi kan ya tare se bo ni abade ye bebu ye na nyamaye nti eguso
yo enti list wo nana kusipoku na etene kama me kwa Kasim ise Kasim bibi aboko de
ami adomo
yeshia ya che
enya ize
bibi ofie
boko
edanyame ase
me fanse me da me penyifo a o aso masene me director general brigadier general Paul Sedu me danasi na mada ne penyifo a mo piano Amada His Excellency John Dramani Mahama say at this moment waiting me yinipa biti say say on be hwe so Ghana Post and Harbor okay Besanda Don Mama say waiting me you biti say lawyer Zuma so on be the director of port no hwe ya administrative issues no bibia so ono so obo ne ho modern papa ama say kama ba Harbor nyina importers ni agents nyina say o mon complain nyama aba nyama ewo mo containers ache ni nyama nyina no na me charge papa we lawyer Zuma otima obedi director of port sebe na djuma otima ma de congested port no ama sese no traffic air flow fluently mbesanda me boss Colonel Antobra Colonel Daniel Antobra ona me boss me direct boss HOD say me chiano na me ka chense nyankopon enhira no ne reforms Odeba beboa His Excellency John Dramani Mahama de bia meka se appointment bi oba bia no onim ne oye ena odema wonso a woso nim se the key point is reset intino niama bone MPP for they won't understand but say ade no aseya ubesisi definitely you see those kind of things intimo ma bia ambo mu hu they should focus and do the work Ghana for any port for nyina omochi
okay yeah. Yo mama just one na poku GTech nsensema be pie titles emu bantes Dr. Grace dey be pie mu December pre aya Professor Jenapo says ya dey send the crime hu be but say fake me titi say ba o mi aso fa ni no mu but maybe say GTech fu yan say anti omonka 8 years under nanado say but akwa say Professor Jenapo no professor and come so associate nti 10 years old to sa na ye tete no akwa say was sorry prekope ma I saw Tatan Kofu, you Dr. Gracie dear, Mamma sister. Oh, I've been. Mamma says, away. List one and a book. Yendi, G-Tech and Comonica crack. Now, more who be asking from Coin.
Mamma Facunya was soon, I mean, Chia Ashefo. And near T4. Now, Memoir Basson Sonia Jumaswa, where you bore my Ghana. Me mammy knew and Swaha. Since an enemy first appearance ever since breach your boy in tea. Mefa Kunya will so now. I read Chimuno, Makaka, who said Sebio Abba. Abasa.
I'm afraid.
No credit.
And then Wednesday.
No credit.
Wednesday.
It happened on Wednesday.
My friend, one of you didn't come out.
Yeah. I'm a later crowd, our friend. Now we wanted to make some checks, but Nimuno, Yenuanum, Yinano, Yamobia, Bushiafone, Jamfu, Yina, Mobibia, so shedding. Say, Abasa, Nanso Sono, the Emma. I rechiche se mi nyina mu no yetimi kan hu bom se o man ne ye sebi suban pa ye mampani eda na di ema sebi o ye kra wo machi ye bibia totu ye bibia ko totin ye da busuafo ase da mpanifo so a omudi man ye ni mase chief of staff ne ni mpanifo sebi o omutimi de ni omagu akwan mu Minua Standogbe, so event organizer par excellence. Yes, we die him. Nti Bobi bia mo ne sebi ahunke kampanya ahunfama ne tu ho acha yede ekoja yenuanom nyina pe omokra bia. Menka se achia ne so emu ye.
Still no spirit in what down.
Oh, we can say individually I know every one of them.
Yes.
And as a matter of fact, I had a great loss, but I mean it's God that gives us and He takes. And so my chichi me re, me did say T4 and now so better chichi and re. Now G-Tech. Asam me funny me you. Yedi kind. On say suku na ye kono ya na den say nipa binum benyanti ase ni hunumu wo de nti aye ko suku oti ase enye title nti ni ko suku sabi o enim professors bebra omo man mu a sabi preduasa se me de me ba eje aku gina ho na me say omu so omu questions a omu betimi anya be 1% correct 1%. Because say no we are na ye wo no nimdie na sabio enkola a omo ya totofe wa ekura wo mo nsem no eso chan nimdie a sabio omo papa nom ne omo enananum enyae say just at the click of a button no enioma akura be sua wo ne phone so no kane no wo be kwa kotu library books ansa na wetimi asua ne wahu otiase enti enye title keke ena enunti yeko school na penifo ema yati asese suahunu no enye di osua ya wotwa exam sa ya man doctor na professor no ena ehia na emum di otimide ne professor na ne doctor na ye bibi papa boa ne manma impunti oba enu ne hia otumase enti G-Tech for adwuma omo ye no enye se bia mene omo nyaadwe ye na me hu ni se omo hu adwuma ne yeye na oye professor na so oye doctor Jinapo oye professor doctor medical stress only kan yin ani asimpunam on the arguments now they ba public no interest oye obi owo nimde tini doctor no questionable school no call na was a question you who kind of fast so to me benya sa professor title na doctor title no kane ansa no yi na ni asimpu na ma no akwa yi obi de oti ase argument a ode ba bontin no I had to say sebi a square peg all round home. First of all Oba eye Grace Ayensu. Ono osi oye Professor Dr. Medicine. Tio. Ena ne professorial way now ye ka ho asem no. Institution no waka osi uta. Is that not?
What training yes.
Obi e Ghana has see ya. Ono no wafa to ne ho so ye doctor. Ebi so mu ye professors, ebi so mu ye say wo kasa bi a on kire school kura okọ ya onya asa title no ana say ade kire okọ kire ya onya asa title na unti nka. Minim MPP fo bebre a ebi kura mpo a mekan otu sin. Enso oye doctor ni. Napo for example oyobi a ni dia wo fom papa
Frankie.
Se me uja na po ma me say ongo mpane a minim se me ko fie ni ko wu. Because I really wait me be doctor dia na che say dey papa. Sure be ti say ba omia. Oye doctor o. Wo PhD. Na ni PhD na ekura no. Eno na di economy no dollar ni free 4 cedis ko do 17 cedis. Eso oye den, oye doctor. Ena obi so ti say former agric minister. Bafo Kotoba. Nyansani pa wabu bawe emihu bida.
Bodira.
Bafo Koto nyansani pa o na hwene ba.
Bodira.
Nazo nkan okoto ho anu ma o. Bodira asem na yekan. Okra doctorate, PhD. Suku kro na PhD wo mbapim na minim. Minim se onima. Adutu. Da bia me ka na maka kwa kosi MPP lawyer for. Hwe wo de hwe obi a o se MPP lawyer bia wo de hwe ni nipa ni nipa ban. Na ma bobo list no gari ni ma ko ye lawyer. Hwe akoya na se na fuka pu ya ai onu ntimi ni preku ni enwra techemu. Nana bi. Ya na se oni na
asefa.
Vincent we lawyer. We lawyer. We lawyer. So you see, Kofi Asante be a lawyer. Gabi, a lawyer. These are people who have no acumen, no legal acumen.
Yeah, na Commonwealth Association lawyers.
Yes. Oya lawyer ni. Akufo-Addo, oya lawyer. But without certificate. What you say? You see, when people want to come into some of these arguments, he who comes into equity must come with clean hands. What you say? Ni pano. After na wukura wo si wa cho letter ako. But your arguments are that you don't think. Na the waju na bu my asanke da gatemu. You don't think. Agree that timisu na adwuma. Also say you don't think. And you know sometimes no na a jamare ho because as a direction no as a yakoye say aboa woni timi for sa sunsun na okwa na mitiko pindan a na o sa de ne to starting ante na o say eko kopum so obenya tena bia papa bi a ebi eho ya techemu a obetena sa na o ma we duru ba bi a na aye etini de me mahwe Professor Yesu ni CV and I am a personal friend you know or be a lot of the times no bibi kire ma adwia me busa no me no if you say me sha say me ni empanifo titru ema a omo abobew wo nindiemu e sha say edi nkomo no I think say she is the finest so far ono ni obi a me arguments are or the babontin no e very cogent and succinct enti no sebi ebi a woni bi ofie na wo privia bonyamin paye no ma obi because I don't think Ghana has her kind. Professor Yesu obi no Ghana how it is no. O say me tie arguments be na NDC for no. I think say they have a problem with marketing and branding. Me no from where I sit.
We a marketer.
We a marketer.
Yes.
Now branding idea who here pa. And until MPP to be ma Ghana photo. Because they believe in branding. They can just go for the team member penny. And my bawo ni am flag bearer. What the DNA never flag bearer no. Mean anyway. So anyway, but they brand to the point say I didn't let to be a bomb, but you have to buy it. Because also the kobon kwemu a ebe man kwan na wehwam. Ade na ebon no. Aniti and I see NBC for they should take branding seriously. Because mo dia mo wa zoye but because more joint modern say at the corner say your boo baby say at the paneton and you know say ahwene pankasa etima kama no atum ana obi so de ahwene a eye malakas eye dede kenken kwa bahwini because CV is a man who will be similar. Ebi ni APP mu. CV a me poku. In fact, there will be Jim Crampa Yanka, Obi to say Professor Jim, now no Poku Ajiman. Who is like her in Ghana or in Africa? Tell me one. Tell me one woman. Well, yeah, as brainy and intelligent, that intelligentsia, where is her kind in Ghana? Show me one. Our young people me. Would you not young fan kwa MPP kwa Ghana ha when it say Professor Jena no Poku Ajiman. When it say Tachuchi Kata wo Ghana ha would you tell me nipa omo de ne samoku de to awa bon no sa papa panin na awa bon no omo de MPP for de no na say ni legal arguments bi awo ye ase akwala afa no be school it ya nti na mo mani abre ha yeah Nini chachu nyini chachu onya kwala 15 years at the bar. He was about celebrating it when we had this Asemi 15 years at the bar. Did you see Chachu in his youthful days, in his legal arguments? These are videos that are on YouTube. I don't think I may say Nyanko Poya Maduma me watu. Because there is none like Chachu in Ghana or even in Africa. It's very difficult to find one. People misconstrue eloquence to mean knowledge. Obi wo wa na nwati. Akufo do patro wi ase krata nyina ma no obetimi akenkan ne kama. Reading says one kind obekan ate ho ono na otimi kasa saa we service control na bomi abusa say pardon. Because or asset the crop we intimate. And should be say say na o kan ya na say say won ti ase. Until the Bible can say, in order get what? Understanding. And tiasie, and then the answer put together to make sense. Obi betimi aka bibia okutuna ni obekan bofu bi obetimi aka but bofu na wo kan kura busa nsa chese woni ma de kro ekufado eni ba womia sukuu na wo kono wo ye doctor meboa enya economy hutu no ko nine enso economy ni baby of fire no na 4 odikodu san 17 eko 18 etisa paramfo a modi akoma ginapo bi ya wono tini baby a wono so wo hukotoko fa kura nsem say adaya maame Grace Ayesu na wo sa o professor ya doctor ya wo Dr. Ginapo mfensa ameginapo enyesa wo oba bi se bi wo fie nka wo bebo sei to no so ma first ya hwehwe ni doctor ni doctorate ni PhD na hwehwe because me ni say wo ko school ya hwehwe na wo ya obia na oye doctor wo MPP mu bia ne oye ayi bia no ya hwehwe omo nkrata semu asane etinya gi atum hwe in 2016 don't tell me Bible until because say Kufuor me sure say wa nya law bi ada I was so cocksure say uko law school na say ebusa say what's your highest qualification you don't go and write BSc economics because who BSc economics will gone after which you went to law school nebwa and you go control law school there that's your highest qualification I don't know chori koma easy nebwa Kufuor the highest qualification or chokoma easy no BSc economics into your law school anyway and this money so brimu no money certificate na se sebi obi de wa yiri ni ho akọ school because kaneno no me credida and I've always asked the NBC to forgive me because sebi akwati says a friend is kwaye udina chira ebomutu na so be ho na wo se bia si ni sibia sanity time me no na me ni NBC for nya adwen no na me so meto ma yampia pa say ye kan ndie pa say ye hwehwe ndie wo Ghana ha ye nko MPP mu until some me buy or mono and me who say hey share what the control Mahama appointee see the least you can find is a master's degree the least that is a nipa no school and so crown their first degree no and your first class and that's second class upper MPP need first degree I will be connect a second class lower or third class or pass only the class wabon worry poto onu wi anu onu be catch us say onima memo chen na nya ni ndie na bibi man enye nansa na bibi man sanity it is how oni ndie ni nansa I don't know putting it together make sense you have not made any sense you 8 years you have been by you haven't made any sense na already na anya professor okay onye professor no ene ye den na the word adjunct crowd the word adjunct something that is next to you see professors are sometimes entitled to choose whether to be a part-time or a full-time professor and this will be a one full-time professor biano or adjunct because ultimately choose something over the title it's just a title professor no everything French for the me promise no who say French teacher biano your friend professor professor na teacher no teacher ni enti wonye teacher ni enti na yeden we nyansa be no sa ye bu manya ba bia o ma we aduru eneke ye ba ye nka nyoma papa do ma ma ye akwantu a watuo enu adodode a eba nyansa ni ndia do ma ma di bu manya na nka betena ne yakeka and then kola ko school free and kola nya aduane die ene omu na kosua no wadri ma bie ni nyina nka betena ne yeka e say argument ye tv so he de ye adaya obi anadwini ma bo to say obi eye teacher ni onye professor enti onye professor no eno no aduane be si table so I think we should be getting serious as a country. The last argument has to do with the fact that you see, let us not allow for people to divert our attention from our core mandate as a people and a government, because MPP need anything to offer this country, and their modus operandi, their stock in trade is to make sure say at every instance they will divert the course of this country. We want to say diversionary because the last week you cry this shouldn't have been a topic for discussion.
Yeah, pointing the panana ayewayana. Was I say, be
didn't quit the area no makutia will be now soon to know. And before her no mountain man away the aquana dreamer botodo. Now do it to say no, you're from Mumbai. What I say now more now mountain in your man. Oh, because we know we need to accord in the court now. And he can never be an appointee of Jomama.
Oh no.
You see, that is why my argument say MPP ni bia wo say baby bia mu ni free na mo NDC ni papa obeti my adwuma papa including everywhere, including Ghana airport or your friend authority. Me Jomama na adwuma say oba da so ti ho. You NDC for bebe wo obeti my adwuma kama. E ho beti. And in the no NDC ni bie. Mo na mo tran no na mama MPP for na say mo ni nanam so. E de no ye yeah, you told us what you want. You need free war, or be or MPP, you need free war, who bet me in the degree, you never. But in what nephew, never will nipano, our NBC, you know what now. Who do not what now, or no cassa will bet you because only why I get a crowd that MPP, who can't say more, the Boga Kubisan, the party chairman. No, no, not in the area of your nephew. Or Boga Kubisan say, chairman said, I'm missing you, many saying. Even yes, I know the Begu and Mafia. Politics near MPP ni onye ni papa na ko papa ko ye obua memo papa magana fo na so mfa so amamo tanta ya koso mfie nwatwe atwam e che MPP fo adwene do mutim e ya adwene ye ponko abodam adwene osoro so abodam a obubu ni egu e che da na wo ba ya MPP ni oda so ti ni post yomadi pema bi fo mo kogu tumu na tumu empty tumu empty baby bebre ya empty from ko no mo ko tena no mo ko yiro mo ko ya adwuma wo ho na fa NDC for no tent na ha baby papa no mo yiro mo nya adwuma ma amemo no nya krabehwe
etibidi tu ye nyina yafo wutu okrafo no na wutu momone sofo se onsusu mawo na obondo do a na otufa okra hunum ma okra kofa no awe eti yesre omo se amemo papa no MPP ni amemo papa bia e de ma enti wo mo a mo sese ho deputy positions ne wa ni nyina ni omadi omuti mo di omo ye wicked people eti mo di ya mo nwuro e na omudi TV ase omo ni anything to offer no dey say o we dey wo MPP ni papa e na e position kra no na wo ye say no ye say sa de ni nyina mo twam NDC for so wa zoye no ko fa NDC for na mo fo mu man no bibi bia mo ye bia MPP ni bia wo bia wo bakra no entete akra yini frim odi shi to offer o bibi to offer ko an opposition to yini frim fa wo de ne bra NDC so ko opposition na MPP for ba who say NDC aba MPP aba se sa aba no kukuru kaka na free ho e me pam 4 years na e de ba ye no ye de Ghana for the ma John Mahama say woni ni NDC for mebu oman wa fa mom anfa ma ne say brother be ye friend say o ba ko friend say yakofu be free all inclusive and we are say NDC ni aba NDC ni e woni de nyansa ntina mo we like minded people am form group no the group no mo woni di phone se see Grace Ayosu ya ebo ni obi ente so no e Ghana ha mi hu bi da mi hu oba bia o te se je na no poku agiman mi hu oba bia o te se na na oye mi hu oba bia o te se ajare mi ni aba ajare a wo trade ministry wo hu oba bia o te se no Elizabeth wo hu obi o te se no NDC for no o ku nyansa ni ndie na mo di bu o man they are making sense to the Ghanaian we need people for now multi positions ni na free ho na mo fa mo nko front na da acho mo fa me twa mo mpra say enye ne ebo amo a e ka mo ntimi nye ni omadi a mo ko pe enudifo na mo bebrebe he be CV sa mo CV ni bia on o rebe ho
mbe show
na your friend say cyber ayi deputy ba ku wo ye MPP ni o ti wo ye ni ni we do mama gentility na doso yimadi me modi bone kakra ebu ba bia ni papa kra nche ni wawu o pese owu ntema na yomadi mi ankasa wonya wo de be bua o my way na pipi ni onye chen enye be bia na be ye wo se o mi de me pese be bom di bone na me pese be ka ma asem me pese be ka o pese be ka wa asem a Ghana for to aba no mu MPP e no mu NDC e no mu to aba ma NDC eti o man to aba ma MPP o me mpa MPP ani ma hwe the next 4 years no MPP ni bi o ti da bia wo your friend say obi o MPP ni bia no bra ya be demonstration nche e wo se area MPP for ni nyadi o ya ma boy for eti ye for mu man unless NDC wants to tell me say they are not ready and they don't have the expertise and the persons or experts to undertake the duties, then we can conclude say NDC so they don't have the men. But I don't understand why you have the men but you still want to believe say you can still engage some other men from elsewhere. No, then it means you're not ready. But I can see that NDC was ready from opposition. Hence my decision to today put it out that enough has been enough since time immemorial. And I think say the earliest they decide to kick all MPP members from positions of especially decision taking positions, you know, the better for the NDC government.
Mera se listo nana kusipoku na yetene kama mko so Kasim Gitex nsebi yenti oso utik
answer na meko Gitex no say mbema once again mbema Ghana for nyina yako yawo owu ana atorenche boni bia ebesi so na hawa se be Ghana for nyina ya baako aboa ama ya ye yie no e wa asundwe mu e wo ekroye mu. Yes, at a point I didn't buy no some MPP people mbonsam as we know them, they are evil people. sebi nepa ewu na ewu bi ti say na obi edi eye ne de obi di call for more obi kase anka ye we na anka menhwen abra wan kasa no you don't even know how you are also going to end yeah but Nyankopon hu omobo na omomo wu ni nyina so Nyankopon fa omokra ensie yie ye be mbeda aban President John Dramani Mahama na the vice president Professor Nana Jane. In fact maame no o maame hu sampa asantifo wo yi some we be proverb ya say owo basa na maame penyo wo fie no nsu. Yes. In fact, the woman really exhibits sa character throughout a year. Yes, Otimi. Good. She was able to carry herself very, very well, and I was so happy. Now, and sometimes TV Nation make say obi a say we would that onu bom na wa ba obi ye. So you understand how the world is. Ntino you better stand up for that wonderful arts and expertise or done the last Friday. So in fact, I was so happy. Say yes. In fact, these are the kind of things at least I can. We have the people, every sector and every corner, in everything. List to well. List to we have them. Yeah, we have them. In one MPP4 program, the organization and all those who they compare from opposition basically our power. The brain behind is Standogbe. The man is something else. I wish to meet him one of these days. Now, member GTech. Me problem in say, okay, on your professor. And so what? Professor for Bibri, you were Ghana Bibri engineer, you were engineers, you were then, and so acquire and do 3 months. Now, tutu. But we see an association called Engineers and Associates, and the back say engineer and the best supervisor. Look, it's high time we forget this British mindset. And then Americans cramp. They don't deal with those things. Say me a professor. Say. They are looking at what you can do. Near every mostly that is by argument. Say because your professor so yeah lawyer so yeah him fine. We're here under a particular attorney general. Shanama kuko so website kwa robishin. Obetima ka tell say we nyansa. So it is not about Nepano qualification of Tabo says in fact there are evidence, there are enough evidence to prove say school to certificate, you know. That is why they come out and they cannot do anything. Many will can say there are a lot of schools they are every year people graduate from the schools. Meanwhile, my certificate, you know, is not accredited. These are the kind of things GTech should be looking at. How to make our educational standard push it higher. How to make it, in fact, competitive. Now, professor, we start politics no and like I said, Missina brother kind MPP need everywhere you keep him. What do you keep him in say? Of mind. Therefore, on also far positive mind, but no akita negative mind. If anka ukipun or ma, the person will help you with the expertise and I have no problem. We are all Ghanaians. But these are the people who always want you to fail. These are people who are always doing anything to make you fail. So why do you want to entertain such people? Look, Ghana for 4 years. 4 years you can't go and tell Ghanaians that I couldn't fail because I blended my government with MPP people. No. They have given you the majority in parliament. In fact, Obama absolute power. So what excuse do we have again in 2028? And I know we are not going to fail. If we fail and now we have issues, how are we going to address it? Kick the MPP people or off. Let's focus on our people. We have a common agenda. Push your mind. John Dramani Mahama, you have the people at heart. There's no doubt about it. Madam Professor Jane, you also have the women at heart. There's no doubt about it. But you need competent people. You need people who share the same ideas with you. Now, omono and pushes our agenda. But say you see a big junk for we are ever honum. I'm a more year no more. These are some of the things. Like I said, this is the time that we should be talking about the fallout from Japan. What you are bringing on board. Maybe Mugabe Eka wa big pushy. His Excellency John Dramani wa boss also. Those are the things we should be talking by now. Say maybe maybe now Omoti Ghana our more expect to say almost they voted for John Mahama because of the big push. They know say yes. But those who voted for him because of the Women Development Bank, they know say it is coming. And we should be telling them by now. Those are the things we should be telling them. But coming to sit here and talk about one so-called professor who is doing politics in wherever he is, picking for MPP for Mugugu on. So Nanabi Mu, you can't tell me Nanabi is a proper lawyer. You can't tell me this argument. Well, you see, yes.
Proper lawyer.
Yes, proper.
Graduation as a lawyer.
Oh, graduation. Minya. Look,
Nanabi or say on yellow.
Nanabi or your argument.
Wako law school me pamocho.
Wako law school no doubt about it.
Fine, but wako law school Mesrem.
Adia ni kwa se nipa ye ni se. Me ntimi nyina ba bia nka se onye lawyer.
Exactly. Okay.
Lawyer wa that's the qualification.
But lawyer ni.
Lawyer ni awabon. It's okay. Lawyer ni awabon. They in fact omudoso be brave ya MPP. Now want to look at so Prempeh College.
Okay.
Look, Okoye. So good.
Okoye.
Prempeh.
Bengazi no ko America.
Good.
When we are no. Unless it's into the
worst Prempeh College students could be the best somewhere else.
Good.
It's so, Prempeh College.
Oh yes.
Do that back. West. But it could be a best. Oh baby.
Somewhere.
Where? Oh, where they are. Anyway, me did say yes. Those days, no. Oh yes, sports are. No matter a year foul say obra. And you know there you only come to lectures.
And I papa your hinti yamani protocol.
And to many name.
Yes, I'm in the call.
And only name MPP are not the back. MPP are not the back because we NDC onya branch executive member for NDC. Okay. With this.
And so finti na ma hinkan we size 7.
Okay. So mesre the NDC government. We are 8 months in power. And every indicator HSL we are on course. Ghanaians are happy with this. About 75% of Ghanaians say the country is moving in the right direction. Let us by the end of the year, meaning say by the end of the year, a lot of the good promises and the good things that we promise by the end of the year, most of them will see them coming up. I know. Say by December, the next post that will come, about 85 to 90% will say yes, we are. In fact, we are soaked in the NDC, and that is what we are all wishing for. So say, oh baby, let's say some small position here. We beg everybody. Let us have the people of Ghana, and let us reflect. Me say official bibi. Mami bi the day his excellency John Dramani ko official mami no James Grant ni twa picture. This woman was sitting there. And I be say nti mami we arehemu a odi share JM on that day now oti official bo nyina afa no. What is her expectations? These are the people any appointee should be thinking about. Say mami no take on woman appointment onti me nyam fa enye school no person okọ enya abrochi no person okọ send nhihye ya wo de beba ebe affect mu as baby otia auto injuman auto odinidwan. Those are the things we should be thinking about. Nigeria nibi etonim techno. Or say forget about the big things and think about the small things. Sanya man kitino and no nebwa because you see politics is local. Into politics is local there. We have to target the grassroots. So all our appointees, the best sa nkrofoya omo person omo distract here. Me nema oyo koso nyina menyanka. We didn't even discuss this particular man because John Mama is elsewhere doing something better. And then our professor has gone to visit some of the families. These are the things we should be telling Ghanaians. And let this agenda to distract the entire government machinery and then want us to follow them. No, we won't do that. We are focused as a government. Okay. We are going to succeed, inshallah, as a government. Everything that we have promised, we have started, and the good people of Ghana will see the fruit very, very soon. Because John Mama onim se nemre no endorse onim so say expectations no ever high. Ontimi nya anka onka. Oba enso wa kire wa prove na baya wetima save 8 months. Sika John Mama wetima save. Bibia we are thinking about the masses. Billboard ebaye look at the way etima aboa. It's all about the masses. Send the beya and get a nipa baku will take control. Nipa baku benye sika at the expense of the poor people. No, everybody must enjoy. We have to take it from the rich people, leverage it for the weak and poor to also have a bite of the national cake. That is governance. And yes, sir. Nipa baako be jeje gold ni nyina kotina TV station no yefu ne kotokomo de tututu form. That is not what we are talking about. So today if I hear the MPP omukrofo no binum kasa, I just ask myself nkrofo wa je omufili say enu aya na ewu Ghana fo ana. We know we all live in Ghana here. We saw the 8 years nema mo ye nema ekoso nti mukrampo we should be quiet by now. Nanka do 2028 then you can now open your mouth and come and talk. 8 years down the line, 7 months, no 8 months down the line, what be boy man 8 years should be already or mine no call. Look at inflation, look at exchange rate, look at the whole even Galamsey issue. Look at how you handled it. At that time you just threw your hand in despair because Galamsey now memo because every report from government report, national security report, business, everything was telling you people that you are the Galamseyers. To the extent say wow pointing puka say Galamsey nanga say Flagstaff was netun. So if today the whole thing has changed, we are bringing issues up. We are bringing the Galamsey. We are going to the wherever hinterlands. Wherever, in fact, you see, everybody is going there. The security services are going there because it's in some APP. Therefore, people are thinking, say, oh, when NDC time almost start here, yes, our propaganda. No, say, yeah, time na Galamsey no like Yashemukina, and people are doing Galamsey. But John Mama ka Bian appointee Bian no baba Galamsey asemu Biano. Onka say. No, go off and I say he won't clear you like we saw in the past. Why Obama are investigating? And you bear the consequence. So yeah, teach your mind. So far, yeah, teach your mind there will be K some. But let us be focused. Let's think about the majority people. The minority will always make noise, but noise, you know, one thing I'm NDC bibia. Then we are yes, then we'll be listening to the small noises from detractors. Yeah, let us be focused. Forget about whatever noise will come. Let's focus and do it. Oh yeah, we are Ghana need it. I don't know, yeah. So far as in which at that time obey did. But oh yeah, we are not in the FA. Say I did FA. Then we are all moving. Into your best women na enya baako na yɛmboa the president and his appointees na omuntimi nya den enya maye na ye ho toye na oman ye yi a yenyina na ye benya so mfa so
Mera senti kasimi sa na yete ne nkano. In the meantime, between time, na mekao say China Natural Herbal, a hospital ne free. Also men control say a acupressure, bra normal shembo massage, a therapy, and answer physiotherapy, koso ho, into your spine and our waist, saso na knee and our neck, shoulder, pace out to ni peduaminano, a China Natural Herbal Hospital, a bit to me abo ye papa, ibium, yaresa diabetes, high blood pressure, saso na wonsa. No night to be burning sensation, sasun to men that and menstrual disorders, prostate, how and arthritis. May come for China Natural Herbal, a hospital at the Amaoyepa. Humacha Kwanwo, a Pukwasi ACP, a Makwabenya, a Quinoswa, behind Star Oil, a Ubehuomo, Ashama and so, yeah, Ajay Kojo, Samia J Street, opposite a new Queen's Call School for 0244 4357 63 and 0243 71 5004. Now when the China Natural Herbal Hospital for ND Komo. Liftkit capsules na medruso. Liftkit capsules see me patcho unye biebebo ye papa ade a support liver function say the liver problems in dosu unye binuma ebebo liver ho ban na bo ye saso na ebo digestion enhance metabolism and sana eniama mbo ni pedwe ne beyini na afi ho your friend Liftkit capsules ono na make camfo ede amount papa me patcho be brenya na organ ha baby eto adrobia and a herbal shops be beno open the door from Moses was 0244 06 84 47 0244 06 84 47 na wonim telephone din komo na bibia entumi enko enkansa Victory garlic mixture na medru so Victory garlic mixture me pacho bebre wo yaro nya binu ebebo obi ho ana na akoma bon pepe say abnormal nsa na yetitriti aya na woni so ayo kusu me kamfo Victory garlic mixture mo wonya binu ma etumi boa ma mboja ne die furu sane e bro ni say blood ni to circulate yipa Victory garlic mixture na me kamfo amo wo ye penyo ya kola wo ye bema wo ye bawo Victory garlic mixture enya na so wo eye pharmacy herbal shops and a chemical shops are to up to Ghana Haina. O can she can't walk herbal a hot quad to do be open with a bit me akabi and obey me after quantchefwa or the buy was 020 129 3280 and at 024254 5633 now winning impeding for Enkasa na BBN to win conkai. Insioni your friend X natural mineral water. X natural mineral water. When you be no ya pebinom a yen super papa into X natural mineral water and make come for the ammo. You were 350 ml and then I had a ball no we need 500 ml. Na ye sanwo 750 ml. Oba XYZ broadcasting ani ya himfie ha. Ye wo depot ase ho kasa ope Uncle Robert. Dudu bi ope no de ma na oswe tumi e de akofie oni ebuchiafo na konom anase wakoton nya mfasode bebre. Ukwa melko mo bia so a wonse betumi akabi. Saso no betumi afre factory was 0596273546 0596273546 0596 273547 0596 273547 X natural mineral water simply natural. Medimosis some control so the Medimosis garlic capsules or the abedama and so improve blood circulation on Sunday night to me titi a check cholesterol level no ne brenna say saso na niam boni pedene be ni na afi ho kai say a immune booster te be boost immune system na kwatia yara huina idini edruni dindi Medimosis garlic capsules enya na wo pharmacists licensed chemical and a herbal shops are at Wapitu Ghana Haina. Na Medimosis in your bomudi amunim say a clinic dada. Medimosis some control say a prostate ne how disorders, sexual weakness, bema no ba why your problem, say hypertension, diabetes, sciatica, typhoid fever, malaria fever, stroke and STIs, ne hawa, make for a Medimosis clinic diamo. Kaiso omo dentist wo honti ye wo dental clinic papa udru ha me pacho weni baji ye papa enti se wo pese o white na se utu wo se wo fele wo se dwumadi bia wodi wo weni no come Medimosis Dental Clinic no mo a dental barrier opposite the police station saso no AES building inside Ghana Highways Authority yard mo ministry here Ajay Kojos opposite school for the deaf obi hu mo ansa na Kumase Aheman Kokobin Santasi Obuase Kwine so 0244 068 447 0244 068 447 no oni omundin komo na bibia entumi enkonkan ma men say ma yahwefo ni yetiefo ayi nyame ya adoma on the 6th of September Saturday on the 6th of September Saturday me papa owo me your friend Robert Nana Yolson dodo na friend Happy Bed ukwata krade Happy Bed no model friend no nyame ya adoma me papa how musi beja me ye ni 40 days no me hata na chi kra me ne nuanom ni na ebusua ye hata na chi nti eto nsa afre adofo nyina se mummeja me watakrade Saturday anapa ye ne beto empem wono ani fie ho anapa na ekọ beye 8 ye sumni wia ye ne beko dunkwa no fin infuom ho na yebekwa akọpẹ no krabio but ye man so a yebekwa akọtena form takrade mo event center takrade mo event center ene ye Saturday no after mo akọpẹ no krabio we no na yatena form 11 anapa na yatena form takrade mo event center Sunday no yebekọ Church of Pentecost Elder Taylor prayer center assembly hona yebekwa akoye na sesom ewia yakotena form wo number 1 Barrington Street West Energy opposite Blue Waters nti nyame ya adoma on the 6th of September and on the 7th of September me papa owo me your friend Robert Nana Yolson dodo na friend Happy Bed mombe jamem na mini mebusua ni nuanom yentumi hata me papa echi kra bedam ase na mamemfa birthday so ma Raf Akwe so din birthday Raf Akwe on the Punch newspaper juma Raf ne yini ni wa na Raf K Akwe on the Punch newspaper on omo ye juma madam for pa so fia oba bonso oba me ho enti Raf Akwe on the Punch newspaper juma bi so no friend Citizen on so din award enti Raf mo happy birthday pa we be winim no Raf do rap anti and then Raf so dinner with anti Raf baby will be no more happy birthday anti ediateno no listen me name say what ya KT Hammond to Lucy oya train one in issue no ntin bi ase ora KT Hammond sign so at the court na court say na sem empty waboni bibia egu a say KT Hammond sabi oni moye the petition incompetent na esanso ye empty adanse asokwa say no so ye mrani o
ma me on say the catch us MPP ni lawyer bi enwa onimu mra
so say we has okay no
you see they have done themselves a very great disservice.
Okay,
what must say who call law school na say on MPP ni they treat you differently from obi or MPP ni inti ade wo so uko school na usua you end up passing without knowing nothing. Because the administrative heads, most of them are MPP from time immemorial. Ghana Bar Association, that very useless association, it is a chop bar association, it's a beer bar association, because any lawyer for Enkabomu Kua, papa. It's a very lawless group of lawyers. And you know, what you come from time Omote Bar Association to date. Look at those who have become presidents of the Bar Association. It got to a point, a group of people in MPP decided that they will make sure say they will usurp every power and make their own lawyers. And you know, Obi MPP ni once we MPP ni what they call law school. The reason why I decided not to even attend the law school is because of them. Because Opa law school, you better mark you down. Opa my list to law school CCA. With all my acumen, you better mark me down.
Almost a word dress so still you mark out down.
So for me, and yet sebi say you can't say be a lawyer. Let us say me my dear now ni mumra. Me me sha kiti. Ana me na kan bi masum say. When we can say no, see, ignorance of the law is no excuse. And to say ignorance of the law is no excuse, yeah. Why must I be a lawyer to be knowledgeable about the law? And you know, yeah, titi here, said you, yeah, lawyer for you. You move a case here now, law, a lawyer for or mobile bib. Oh, so I didn't show Mohano. Oh, it be there, babe. Yeah, more maybe I need it. And I'm rather on show. A Bianinti, a comedy brain tina. Educate your mom, say, babe. There will be Ocopedia need. But you know, I think it's not a very relevant topic to discuss. Because I mean, he hasn't shown any relevance in society before, so let's leave him and then let's talk about something else. I think there is one thing I'm a pessimistic for. A lot of people have bothered me over a period. Say, yes, Abraham Tibia, friend Nanabino, a Harry Boacheno, or say, Maka Sembina. Approach for on some frame. Eba dampare. Eba nipa kunkum. I still wait. I await the Ghana Police Service to invite me. No. I've still availed myself to any important or any government institution be a person investigation into dampare and your man as Ghana Police Service IGP. I'm ready. Nigeria for Kuomo, Ghana for Kuomo, Bibi we dia koso about a quiet fast why Nipa or Savannah region. We are ready. We are very ready. It is you should stop throwing tantrums. Me enemy. Me imagine say me me catch me say or this year any preko ngura techim. Intino but I just for the sake of a be a lot doing so kind be a Listo has never feared. Fear is not in my balance, never in my DNA. Me so she da Yankupon we pet and I'm sure. Me so Yankupon san me so nipa and me so bibia ade bia me can say that paria le bia me can and I no close so why. And you see, people have not held people to that fire of accountability. It is someone who thinks because it has not been investigated or it has not been dealt with, no, it is something that I just threw out there. No, I still stand by every little word, even an I that was not dotted. I am dotting it now. Say, we be a mekanfa bampanibiano, and I have every basis. Uncle Botiano no go ni pado do okuomo. Na uncle dada Joe Mame, se nipa yefno kro baako. Ni yemu mamienu udu ma ye firing squad abomu tue kuomo just because we are IGP. So what? I still stand by it.
Enti police fight wa
why not me cry na my petition let your monka
okay
enti no akodina baby na wo kodina baby na nkwala we kodina baby se ebeku mampani na wo jimi no wo de kwatena radio TV so jimi no sometimes no it's a platform me patch me for sebi I don't believe in
platform
no I don't believe in no you are in charge with due respect to your chair with much due respect to your chair and to the viewers me patch I cannot retract Obi Awejimi. No, I can't. Because you see, I am a crime American. I don't like to lie. So Minka say, Sebi Aminka. Paper talk to me. Sebi, Asam Ukraine to Sebi. So what Jimmy now? Sebi to me make us a what Jimmy no. Then to you Sebi, so what Jimmy? And to me retract what Jimmy no. And to Jimmy no what Jimmy. Obi Akota radio so what threaten my penny enkwa. Ni atino, ni na kwa na anymore. Who quite justify the any question to a case and what do you mean? What do you mean?
Mr. For the sake of the program.
You see,
what did
if I should retract Jimino, Sammy Diamenka, I stand to be corrected.
Okay,
Sammy
Jimino.
Baby, Sammy Diamenka to replace Jimino. So, mommy be the American. Because apart from the net me describes and I be a Jimmy me can be because nonsense me can say nonsense be any word that you catch us say me no baba catch us say dan for you kuku mupa na me investigator no am I an investigator
no we investigator
me nkasa na bi ni nansa
amankasa
me nkasa
say ebi onipa ne ebi onim but Jimmy
so onim nansa
bibisa
so onim nansa
nipa na dwen wo form
okay so onim nansa because onim nansa asemwa used to work on to abontino
because
nani feel that
yeah let's it
and I emphasized I in fact I re-echoed the fact that Dampare ought not to be an IGP under John Mahama's government. In John Mahama's government we are not looking for criminals
okay but
to be part of it, you know I still stand by it. You can na be MPP for no mo pa mo ko e pro na da ho no e pa kra anwa mo pa minister so mo bia faka ko mo pa mo ko shepo no I still stand by what I said.
Nana Poku yen hwe akotia by elections me pete ye hwe bibi say Endra IGP shia omo oni omo invite omo headquarters police headquarters invite omo ne omo din komo Nana bi na no ye rep de ma NPP o kasai sa so na tanko me pese oti asem kan no tanko computer so kasai me nsem tu na yen hwe police free me pese oti asem
we nkanya se bia
we hia we nim nana abotrema me pa cho aye ready amoma yenko na yenkohwe Endra and some of the two na police training so say ahoboa to say yentie na be
but we said that assurances are built on confidence. We also expressed our dissatisfaction with the conduct of the Ghana police, especially in the recently held rerun of about 19 polling stations in Ablekumanov. We said that thugs who were linked to the NDC, who caused mayhem, their images are all over, the videos all over. And as we speak, the Ghana police has not effected any decisive arrest. We saw a communique that stated that they have arrested 2 persons. We don't know what came up. We don't have any update. Were they put before the court? Are they on remand? We don't even know anything at all. So we were very, very, very strong on this particular point. And then the IGP said that, look, they are also serious about it, and we should even expect that even today, by close of today, some arrest would be made. We also mentioned it to the IGP that, look, if they want us to rely on these assurances, then they must work on what happened in Ablekumanov. Why? Because if a stalwart of the New Patriotic Party or even any ordinary member is coming to Akwatia with the mindset of what happened to Honorable Howard Kumsin and my deputy, clearly the person is going to protect himself. And I've kept saying is that for the New Patriotic Party, we are going to protect ourselves. And self-protection is well stated within the laws of this country. So the Ghana police should give us that confidence that they have dealt with the Ablekumanov issue. We have 2 more weeks to go. And I think that we still have a lot of time for them to make some decisive arrest and put these hoodlums, these thugs, before the law court. We mentioned that. Then again, the police also assured us that they are going to deploy over 5,000 men and they do not need the services of the military. This is purely a police matter, and they also gave us that assurance that this is going to be a Ghana police matter and we do not want the intervention of the military. So largely, the IGP says that he is going to make sure that this is going to be one of the most peaceful by-elections we've had in this country. But our concerns are still the fact that we have had some people who caused some mayhem in Ablekumanov, they are still walking free. They must make some arrest and they must put these guys before the law court. So we said that. Yeah, I think they can do so. Look, recently there were some few guys who made some comments on social media. The police, in their view, thought that it was a threat to our peace. They effected arrest. And as I speak, yesterday they were released. So we also pointed this out to Ghana police that if you can make such quick arrest, how is it difficult for you to arrest people who've caused these problems over a month ago? But again, they assured us that they are going to have some arrest and they are going to make sure that they instill the confidence that is needed for us to go into the Akwatia by-elections. So that is what they have said. But we have also mentioned it to them that as we speak, we lack that requisite confidence in the Ghana police, especially because of what happened in Ablekumanov, where the people are, the images are all over, the people are seeing. For me, my deputy, he had almost about 20 guys on him. The videos is all over, their images all over. So we also pointed this out to the Ghana police.
President was the MPP, ACP, and then the APP. These are the party contesting their Akwatia by-election. They've given us their roadmap, their deployment plan, indicating they are bringing all their regional commanders and then their POMAC members to beef up security, and that they are not going to leave any stone unturned to make sure that there's enough security at the place. So they are not expecting anybody to come with any macho men or personal security and all that. The EC also brief us what they intend to do in terms of accreditation. They'll make sure that all our leadership who are going to do the monitoring observation will be given accreditation. And we are very clear in our mind that the NDC were committed to the peace plan, the process they've put in place. But we are mindful of the activity of our opponent who will come in there with dangerous weapons. You remember what happened at Ablekumanov that triggered all this problem.
Enti yete Nana Boache oye the national organizer the new patriotic party na yete nenkano saso na yete Tanko Computer Sonka Tanko Computer deputy director of elections edema NDC amayeko Nana Boache ye organizer national organizer edema NPP enti listo Nana Poku
King Nicholas. So I na do baby na misuma me my own. Misuma me my pa. The reason why sometimes and normally be owa e be na minni ho abotre no is because ya pa say wo hwe obi pa hwe nanim na hwe ne yobia utumi say sebi nipa we on sem fata say ko sebi nkokuro di bia bi utuma say na onumum no epese ono kire say onimyansa chen ene de bia wo se used to abuafu ana bibi no ebi kwa nya me ntokwa o mi ade mi kira ye nipa osisi nipa me mpa sisie ena me mpa se obi bedwen se oni nyansa chen obi ade mi kiri no wo se meku me buafu bibia ebi kwa nya me ntokwa look at who was speaking and look at party are representing party ya ku nipa nwotwe amakufu abia president e Ghana party ani MP ku nipa ewo Tetiman South eku nipa o ansa no wotimi anya to media kwakoye MP party aya wo so ya bo nipa na mutuo abo MP sum eno wo kasama no na we wosi ma menka so wagimi a menka na se we una se we na sa pa na otimi yetimi de ma profusi na ni ma ne kasa he ensa fo okeka ye kwasa se mo keka ye IGP we kwa same off asema me be kan no studio we ni enti dan pare had to go on leave 10 days we and a peaceful election our same off we gave us that peaceful election e be mada record time we did that omoyansa ohwe ni pana nimu a e bia ohwe se yonu won pane ho asem etubuka se sebi onka eya mo nkai omampani kufo ne ba wo de tu dwomo se ensuonu ne fe ni pani ensuo hie ene gidi abaye na chesa wo ya IGP wa yire wo ho se di yonu
the achievements but to them see now we say IGP biaba o te say ewunu na sebi ankuro hu na wonye ye cross waye no akodina kofi blokuma ho no atwa photo no de abeto abonti IGP we dey best o to say ewunu kodina abode ene ebua ya toto ho eni kele wole hu ko fa kele wole edua fanchi kele wole ntino onu de onye IGP papa wewunu na maye sa your friend is saying peaceful election no I call so asin left no Dan Parry came 2 days to the election 2 days to the election no oba no you know the directives ni bibia wie and oba announce ye because he was on leave if he legally no because he was on leave he was not entitled and yes no so that is your news record that is just one aspect of the argument the other aspect obian can't say obian say money protecting him enti na no bi tie na fa ko catch your party for the say mo kwa mo nya de mo betimi bia mo protect mo ho na say protection of one yourself no does anyone have monopoly obian ni monopoly protecting enti we betimi ko protect ho tu kwa se samatofo na fa ko no protect mo yire mo NDC mo so mo kwa e ma mo protect mo ho mo nya ntwe han na mo fa mo san ese mo da mo fam why say obi o monopoly over protection of self nti mo ko protect mo ho ebio mo ntie na mo mani nto na bi say bo foka sam ni bibia ye fe no some few obi lu yase enti say o school na ye kirew sua bo foka sua nyansa no sua bo foka ye ni bibia ye fe no some few there were a few the article is you need some few it is akasani okọ akusua sua brofuka na be gira be ma o ka brofo o ka ni wie oya lawyer wa bon ebio obi eni wonu ma sebi opinion violence and more election bi emu but I'm not going to take any advice from a hall sa shawo ni betu ni fo se mi ko ware pa oni ma ware anko o ba shawo I'm not taking any advice from my hall omo nko tu omo ahofo na omo si entiche nkofo a omo nko so double ni nkofo mra omo fo omo koma police some criminals no omo nam no you see the Ghana police service maybe I will be divulging information so I would want to end at some point na yeti obi na obegina bonti be ye wani hanchu ebe su sa kokuo su no ya wo hinu wa fun to go no na be su and ya chiwe ya obeti you are harboring criminals you people are harboring criminals hooligans hoodlums nincompoops riffraffs and must say mo and na mo de dam etimi de we advise now the Ghana police service no omuntie na no they should widen the scope to even those who committed crimes in 1992 if they exist the Ghana police service is entitled to arrest them me nkan che me NDC ni se kofa konti ba ko bo bitim election ye ko election no obi anim se edi bedi akono ogina ko ano wo ye lawyer ana bedi akono lawyer ni NDC candidate no oyo lawyer ni ana NDC candidate oyo lawyer ni candidate you do bedi akona azamba pedi e wona mu so lawyer ni odi nansa lawyer bedi akona election ya wo koi mu lawyer ni mu na mu titi mi ya yakumi aku no yakumi ko election edu ba bi na wo so obo NDC di kura keke ansa na NDC fo na atima aso mu kakra when the catch us people in yakumi na oto he is my bosom friend Upa, one of our friends. How are they offer? Oh no, Upa, one of our friends, Eric J. We shall be na ya ukumi kacha menemo. Okay, Eric J. I mean, ya, what is maybe bia ya unenim. Ya ukumi. Mo kule wie, uba be gina boncha ba tinchimani ase. Ma hu sa kwedi za got 30 so and ya ukumi esama, ya ukumi sama obe tua moka. Obe mamo awe. Yakumi samai obama mo awe mu ye nipa bonefo MPP fo dey na mo fa nya yakumi o di awe ho na no wo kwata kwade okra me so wo kwata kwade no na ne wura ho na o say obi ye party keke no wo kwa aba na odi ba ya nti asem papa bia yaw ebi akose baby di na ko boy yakumi di di na ma fa anya yakumi di na mo ma fa anya yakumi anya ya mu bia uni say it got to a point na wo say me kwa me kwa campaign ma yakumi am ka che say yaw wo we enti kofie koda enti bi betre studio ha wo kaya o mo say yawawe and I'm saying okay make I say yaw o almost one year what na fi and I'm kwa be ku ha ada sada no the point na yaw dina ni mu he ya wo twa me mu be ka yakumi asem ha ada na mu ya wudi for man boy for sa yakumi de mu ho tete aweho na odi wuye wo tete yakumi ada na ayene ba mu kofi ho edi tira mu nko abusuafo ni nim ateti amudi ni ko mu mpintin kwa ya tiye abonidi a wodiye anama manya ho asa wo horo mo ho asa dua buoni Rolling said it they always change their name they have had how many names so far PNDC NDC the name MPP every UGCC every your friend say UP every PFP every UNC every MPP if another ombeka who na afia bedu another MPP
we akufa the MPP
na obegina no na momo me dia me anya me na betu obi fu he obi ese dada na osu be nyane na obabre o nyane eti se me se obi
me pesa me timeni nti na da
na obi a ono wa se ba ejini me na me go turefu me turefu eti me dia me se mo nyina mo ho go and protect yourselves protect yourselves
kasi
the one that will emerge victorious akwetiafo de omo pe ebi kura se bi o
akwetie pe development
ebi kura da me ke akwetiafo no omo ankasa tena se yesusu se election ya yekoyi ye mpempuntuo ye mpenkan konti ye nto aba ni NDC ni no ya akwetiafo no ekoto aba wonya me constituency ho a me bekoyi me kwa akobodo ewu akobontoa de ama owu abedi akon edi bedi akona eda ni sumi keke ni kura mpunchira wo so win election no because me papa na me ko campaign ama no me na NDC ni na so no campaign na me ko ye because me hu anyema papa ewo NDC abama lokuo no ene omo emrantiem last but not the least don't ever get that mistake ever anywhere done say we compare MPP MP to an NDC MP because it will be an insult. NDC MP bien nindienti oya MP MPP no sunu faso ko bia constituency fefu say temensa onu na atama se bejo ma che as MPP correct so me na busa se mpuntuo no ase kire sen bibi bia ko so am bia no is either say NDC na ye and na say NDC na beye mo betre so fie nwotwe mo si interchange mo ko ye de waye mo ko he sakatu na bia mo de mo ba mo ye hwe sa na mo fa kufo ba ye mo ko ye sofo line mo jai 10%. It took Professor Mills and John Mahama to complete that sofo line and ko no o mo ye yo ebi kan ho mo ba ba ye mo so fa so ne den afanya mark no ye leader no ko constituency ne ko he na busa constituency ne say no so fa so ne den eti MPP ni so ni fa so no was a court opposition MPP won't abane ma NDC ni because ono mpanifo a omo tia omo say constituency for no bo mo ko edu say MP ba ye o sheye bo so obeye wei wa anye o sheye bo so obeye wei ubehu hawa mpanifo no ese ebi katia no eni John President Mahama no eni owura ye friend say chief of staff eni honorable Julius Debra Dr. J no ubehu hawa on betia wu MP no ameki sure say obeyi no wa ye aduma pa ma NDC abeg no nyam MPP de enya di papa anka se bi democracy na allow say obi a timi che na adwen this away bodo mu na ntimi nto aba enso kura so uti anye kura ebi frafra uti ase na wo he de ekosu ya ubo ye ya adwene ye adwuma wa obetimi aka ntimi de menka ne kase mo mi akobontoa ya no enya de ko kan sempa ama wo mo so koto aba no yenim nansa nkyɛn wɔn sɛ nipa no ɔso ɔpɛ sɛ ɔtena abc mu a ɔbɛtena so ɔpɛ sɛ ɔto aba na obi a sɛbi ne so wɔn fa soɔ te sɛ deɛ na yɛ akumi ti aseɛ na ne so wɔn fa soɔ a npp ni na wɔn hɔ no sɛsi yɛ no ne so ne fa soɔ mo to aba no ma NBC ni no lawyer bedi ako ɔno ne bedi ako ama akwati afa no ntoma pae den efra ɛyɛ asɛm tietia
Kasim
it's high time Ghana Police Service you announce akwati
after Ablekumanov MPP for especially Nanabi ni youth organizer bi no ranti strategy na say violence they are preaching violence but everyone say opposition party no boom you are threatening the government in power with violence osand odiko shia wo honum so a na wasesa konkonsa from munafiki mpenyifo binum na MPs no mo nam United UK embassy nam say omo chicha letter say your mama supervise violence in Ghana and your mama buama election elections violence but nanabi num kasa nyina obi aye deal the police is not inviting them because if it's about self protection ebe awu de catapult na odi beko obeka say odi enu na eko protect hu but obedient a different thing into time awu beka say wo yi eyi ebo ba ko say wo de to catapult nu na wati wuti so don't be preaching this share nsema computer kan ni nsema na nabi kan that is where you see the leadership we are talking about. Okay. One is making sense. One is telling you how you should approach the election. Why you should vote for NDC and how and why there must be peace. Obi ba konso ka kire o say on the oba boa no ho because I was Ablekumanov na si ya chichi nkrofo nyina police issue statement say ya chichi nkrofo ya mo bail say nyina still Nanabi say no ho turn meanwhile under them na koyo how akumsi asempo there mo fan bakura how akumsi ntire because of how akumsi na koyo mutemo breastfeeding woman mutemo etu a okita ho license nipa issue license na akache say yes license gun just because of the arrangement of her name. The license also in the Ghana card keke you want to move pictures and say it is the same person. You kept this nursing woman at police headquarters for the to the next day morning because you wanted to please how akumsi ankasa jina police station atutu pay you be say yes me na me tutu as a minister nothing happened to her mo inviting so metro or trust state no ko keke. Now say Wasako police station with pepper spray and Nanabi. I don't want to use some word. Sometimes Nanabi. Question. Say they should do something. How come so? NDC our constituency secretary. The man died. These are people. And Nanabi has the gas to come and dare the government, come and dare the police. Anyway, so I say no problem. NDC say so. The Bible ni Quran come. Na akwata tina wo say na ebiem na ekenkan na omo ye ni omo pe into no problem omo de omo sesi omo nko we go there with the Bible and the Quran into na be yate into we dey yebesia akwati ada ye nyina besia ho na edu hon ma I don't want it to look just I was enough mo buy musa dwane ye ko ya mo jai the small boys are ye omo nyadoa no we don't want it send e wo kasa with vim no come to Akwita with Davim and lead the people to come. Dr. Brown Gazy, former Chief Fire Officer at Ghana National Fire Service, also Papa Chiao Oye, in Kabum Hinewo, Dia and Quanta, your friend and no Kufuja, Dr. Nebushana S. Warren, Chiao Papa, Mamanda Listo, Nana Kusipuku, for Fire.
Teresa. Koko. Yo. Ose edino.
Yo.
Ese.
Krobo yin.
Oba ekun.
Oba kunu.
Oba papa ekun.
Andrew score dodo na for Judge wo so ese rehwen. Enti mamenda na
Fred Sapon.
Nana Kusipoku ase executive director de Magag so na nua Kasimisa communication team member de ma NDC ekuku da me na me no mu di djuma from Nicholas ya Usi Olsen me di djuma di ho cha me minda production team na ase me ma mu hwe poma oheneba ne poma checheku na di news wa pa ina kan e de bre me hu se birthday bi be fe mu hwan Rafa de na okay it's an edit djuma di ni besi yes baba e be say ochina bye bye.